Hello, guys. Ni hao. I'm brushing my teeth. Good morning. This is our first. Yeah. What are you eating? I'm eating toothpaste. You know it's not good to brush your teeth for too long. It hurts the gum? Ow, ow. Well, I brushed my teeth for too long. My issue is not brushing too long, it's just too short. How long? How long does it take for you to brush your teeth? You shouldn't wash your mouth after brushing. It feels so good to brush your teeth. You can't let your own. Yeah. You brush your teeth 3 times a day? I only brush my teeth 2 times a day. My dentist told me not to brush my teeth too much. Yeah, like in the morning and in the night. Well, sometimes I do brush my teeth 3 times a day. If I take a nap, eat something, I'll brush my teeth 3 times a day. I don't hear the phone not calling out from your mouth. I don't know, I'm just really good at... I don't know, I just doesn't. I can't really tell what you're saying. Okay, I'm gonna... I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Ni hao. Okay, guys, I'm really looking forward to talking about the meet and greets and the Hop concert. It was so much fun. Let me pull up my notes. Yeah. Klavinsky says, I'm on a long drive to visit family, so I'll be lurking. Thanks again for the meet and greet, Enna. You don't know how much it meant to me. Finally meeting my first ever perpetual Oshi. I loved it. Oh, thank you so much for coming as well. Also, I hope you have a safe drive to your family. That's very nice, perpetual Oshi. Smoking out the window was so awesome. Yeah, I hope, well... all my Alu peeps at the meet and greet were like, sorry, I didn't bring a girlfriend. I couldn't find one in time. And I was like, guys, this is pathetic. We have to do something as a community to find these, like, women, you know? Anyways, that's why I wanted people to bring their girlfriends, even if they were normies. Because I was gonna steal them. Smoking out the window. It's tough out here. Yeah, I really love Silk Sonic. I wish I could join their band. I would not fit in their band at all, but I could play the tambourine, or tap it, or the triangle. I'd do anything to be in Silk Sonic. I'd leave NIJISANJI to join Silk Sonic, and I think anybody would. I just really want Bruno Mars to notice me, or Pac Anderson, my 2 vocal Oshis, or Lady Gaga. Yeah, if they ever notice me, I think I could die, but like be happy about it. Yeah. But yeah, I sang. Sorry, my brain is still waking up. I sang Smoking Out the Window for the Hop concert. One of my favorite songs. I know many years ago I sang the Love. What was it? Leave the Door Open. So I want to kind of pay tribute to that. I was also thinking of singing Abracadabra, but I really want to sing this song to steal people's girlfriends. This bitch got me. Something. I really need the lyrics. Please cover Die with a Smile. Oh my god, yeah. Maybe next time Millie and I can sing that together. Millie loves that song too. I just woke up from a dream. You and I had to be something. It's so good. I love Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Anyways, so the meet and greets. Oh, hi Luca. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid, Zaddy. Hello, Lucubs. This is when all the Italians stream. What? No, sorry, Australians. Oh, why did I say Italians? I'm so confused. Hello, Australian. My Australian brother. Sorry, guys. I just woke up. I'm so sleepy. Welcome, guys. We just started the stream. We're gonna talk about our meet and greets. Met some very cool and cute and interesting people. Are Lucas Australian? I don't know, man. If you want to be. Italian Pog. Yeah, Pog. Daddy chill. Baba lunching. Papa otsuite. Does anybody know how to say daddy chill in Spanish? Just in case, like, Frio gets like a... One day when Frio gets into some sort of like mental spiral, I want to be able to say like daddy chill in Spanish. Papi calmate. Oh yes. Papi calmate. Oh my god, I'm prepared, guys. Papi calmate. Papi calmate. It sounds kind of like mate, like wait. It's kind of cool. Can't wait for that to happen. Well, I hope nobody ever goes into a mental spiral. But if they do, I am prepared to say daddy chill in all languages. Does anybody know how to say it in Italian? Also sounds like gambatte. True. I mean, it has the same sort of meaning, like daddy chill, do your best. I don't know, actually. Papa lunging, yeah. Daddy chill is universal. 日本語うますぎじゃない？え？誰の？私の日本語？うま娘? Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna talk about meet and greets and my brain is dead. Okay, so I was really excited for this meet and greet because I haven't done one in like almost a year. I think actually over a year. So seeing everyone was really exciting, and I saw some familiar faces and I saw some new faces. Every time I was kind of guessing you know, the people that I've already met before. There's always a chance that I'll get it wrong just because like some people come in with cosplay. I don't know why some people... There's like this one girl, I'm just gonna call her out. I think her alias is Peaches. Many years ago, she was like, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm like, I think I called her like Ping or something. I can't remember. I was like, "Is your username Ping?" And she got so offended, so she came back this time to get offended again, I guess. Yeah, she came back and she's like, well, I could tell it was her because this girl talks with a huge attitude and I love that for her. She comes in and she's like, do you remember who I am? Actually, I don't think she asked that. But I could feel like she wanted to, you know. And I was like, I feel like I think I know you. And she's like, not Ping. And I was like, oh yeah, it's this girl. So funny. Some people come in with like this thing like, you better fucking know me, man. And I'm like, well, I really try, you know, especially when people come in with cosplay and like every year, you know, every convention you come in with a different cosplay. It's really hard to tell. Also, I feel like people tend to forget that the camera is like super duper and not like 4K, you know. It's clear enough, but not so clear that I can distinguish, like really, really distinguish. Yeah, she's just as petty as me. I mean, I love that. She's so cool. I think it's a very girl boss thing. Anyways, I know a lot of people like wrote rules saying like, don't ask me if I remember you, blah blah blah. And I feel like, I mean, I think it's a good rule not to put pressure on the livers. That being said, I don't really care if you ask me that, because if I don't remember you, then it doesn't mean that I like you less. It means that I like you a lot less, okay? So I'm just kidding. But, you know, I feel like generally I do remember people, and if you kind of like tickle my brain a bit, I will remember and be like, oh yeah, I remember you. So that's usually what happens. A lot of people came in, like the familiar faces, they came in, a lot of people had like, you know, a different fashion or a different hairstyle, and I was like, what? Somebody in the chat just say gross for the 4-star bro ASMR kiss. Yo, what's wrong with kissing your bro, man? Stop being homophobic. Christ. It's 2025, okay? It's time to upgrade. Yeah. So a lot of people actually like look so different. I'm proud of you guys. Cleaning yourself up. I don't know why, but I made everybody here sound like a druggie. Yeah. It's okay if you forget me. I'll remember you. Aw, thanks. Who are you again? Anyways. There were a lot of Alu peeps who came in and shared some very vulnerable and personal things, so obviously I won't talk about that. But there were like a good handful of people who shared the fact that they were going through some mental health obstacles, whether it was themselves or a family member or like a friend or something. So to all of those Alu peeps who were brave enough to tell me, and also to be able to tell me in a span of like 30 seconds, thank you so much. It really encourages me, because I have to basically struggle with that pretty much every day. Not because of me, okay? My brain, actually no, that's not true. I struggle with mental health too. Not as much as like some people around me. I really just called everybody around me crazy. But you know, it's very encouraging because it is very difficult. Nobody really knows what to do in these situations, and they're very like catered to individuals. So yeah, thank you for giving me that encouragement. A good amount of Alu peeps also were very encouraging on me taking care of my health. A lot of people came in and they're like, I just want you to know that whatever you're going through, we're gonna be here. And I'm like, what? That's what I'm supposed to say to you. I'm the streamer, not you. But it was really nice to have it flip back, because, you know, you kind of think like people who influence and have a platform should be the ones to kind of be the pillar. Like, we look to our Oshis and we're like, Oshi-san, I'm having a bad day, or I'm going through this, and I just, you know, want to feel better in your community and your presence. But actually, lately, I think it's the opposite. I think I'm very afraid of, like, you know, my health deteriorating. And so it was really nice to see and hear a good amount of Alu peeps tell me that it was gonna be okay. And even if it isn't, I will leave something behind. I always have to add that in, because I feel like if I'm too positive, something will jinx it and then I'll die. So that's just kind of my style. So if you think that whatever I'm saying makes it sound like I'm gonna die, that's because I'm just trying to like not jinx it. It's like my coping mechanism. I can't help it. I'm like, yeah, everything is gonna be okay. And most people would just end it there. But I just feel like if I say that I'm not gonna be okay and if I just die, it will like counteract some weird energy that will jinx me, you know? No, yeah. I mean, I think it's everything is gonna be okay. And if I do die, I will definitely, right before any big things I need to do, health-related wise, I will write a document and leave you guys a letter. Just in case. Just in case. At least you brush your teeth. That is so true, you know? I would not want to die not brushing my teeth. That is so stinky and unhygienic. Imagine feeling like a jinx or something. Yeah. Don't be a weird ghost, though. I don't have any, like, energy to be a ghost. I'm just gonna pass on. Bye, everyone. You wouldn't die. If positivity is a jinx, then I would be dead 10 times over. So don't be afraid to be positive. That's really nice to say. You're so right. I am so afraid to be positive. I don't know why. I think I'm just like, I wired my brain to be like that. It's my fault. I'll work on it. Thank you. Okay, so there were a lot of cute girls at the meet and greet. Like, the first couple people in line were all girls. I actually feel like, well, obviously the meet and greets are not like an accurate representation of like, you know, my whole audience, because it's only like a small percentage. But there are so many females. There were so many females. Like, I'm always so shocked. Yeah, like, there's so many girls. Oh man, I am so lucky. I get all, I don't know why. What? Like, a lot of them have boyfriends or girlfriends. I'm like, what? So, like, what? Why? I don't get it. I'm so used to thinking that, like, if you're a VTuber, and, like, if you're a female VTuber, most of your audience is gonna be dudes. And then if you're a guy VTuber, most of your audience is gonna be girls. Like, I feel like it was so balanced. It was crazy. Yeah. What does this mean, guys? What does this mean? Does this mean I'm gay? Does this mean that I'm a feminist? I don't even know what that means anymore. I'd say women find you incredibly relatable. Really? It means women love you. You know, I sometimes feel kind of bad because I'm always kind of like, I don't know, it's a specific type of humor. I don't remember what it's called. But basically, when I say things like, I hate women, you know, I'm kind of mimicking like incels, like as a joke. But, you know, I don't know if I'm making it worse. I feel like I don't have enough power, and also I'm not the right type of person to make this sort of worse, you know? Yeah, I like really like to poke fun at internalized misogyny. I don't know if that makes me misogynistic. But anyways, I just want to clarify that I love women, okay? So, just in case some people are like, I don't know. I love my mom, okay? We've been through a lot. She's done a lot of things, but I still love her. My best friend is a woman. She's this cute little ball of Filipino love, and I love her for that. And my other best friend is also a woman, and she is a woman of all women. I don't know what that means, but she's just so womanly. I love her. And if you don't know who I'm referring to Elira Pandora. Yeah, I feel like I have to really explain myself, you know? Just to, like, make sure that people here, like, understand. Yeah, a lot of cute Alu peeps, Alu girls came in. And they were so cute. There's, like, this one girl... Well, okay, the first girl who came in, she had, like, this really cute, like, outfit. It's kind of... I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's really gothic style, but it kind of gave me that vibe. And she shared some very personal things. And honestly, I had to really get back into the groove of meet and greets because I hadn't done so in so long. So I was kind of nervous and I was kind of like, thank you so much to the very first person who came in. If you felt like I was extra awkward, I'm really sorry. Because you're the first person, you know, probably gonna be like stumbling the most in your meet and greet, but thank you so much again for sharing your vulnerabilities and your story. And she was also kind of like wearing the really cute Enna happy that you guys made. And I was really happy to see that so many people were wearing the happy. I was like kind of shocked. I was like, what? I get my own happy? But yeah, she was giving me a lot of like encouragement and said a lot of nice things about, you know, me. And I was like, every time I do a meet and greet, I'm like, oh my god, you guys are real and you guys are actually really nice. I'm always getting bullied and people are always backseating me and being like, do this, do that. You're so bad at video games. Oh my god, do that, sing this song. And now that I meet people, I don't know, you guys are so much more nicer in real life. Or maybe it's just the cute girls, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I will give a shout out to our little spooky when we get to that. Because she was the one that formed the Enna Happies and it made me really happy. I wonder if it's called a happy because it makes the Oshi happy. Is that how it works? I don't know. It's funny to think that the talent doing the meet and greets are also nervous about it. Why would we not be? Talking to real people, man. I like talk to a monitor every single day of my life. Wow. Okay, so the next person was also a really cute girl. And she was like talking about the fact that she really enjoyed Overture and she really, really liked our, like, me and Ren's duet. I think she might have been referring to the duet we did in his 3D. So it was really cute to see people bring up, you know, my friends and stuff. It really means that they've been watching and listening. So yeah, I'm really happy. Like, a lot of people came in and like, oh, I love it when you're in this project or with that person and Overture and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, you guys actually like watch our shit. It's crazy. I don't know why. I just never get used to the idea that people watch what we do. I literally always think that when I'm yapping, there's about like 5 people just being like, okay. Okay, and I'm like, yeah, I did it. I did my job. Yeah. A lot of cute girls. Yeah, seriously. Okay. And then I feel like I don't want to mention names just in case people don't want to be talked about, but you know, I'm gonna talk about you anyways. Without consent. Yeah, anyways, the third girl who came in was so cute too. She was also wearing a happy. And then unfortunately I think like I think during that time my booth was located kind of like in the corner, so internet was really hard to kind of reach that booth. So I started getting really crunchy, unfortunately. Some other livers were okay because they were, I guess, more in the open, but my booth was kind of in the corner. And so like by the third person I started getting crunchy. But the thing is like my handler was really nice. She was like, do you want to wait a little bit until we take a picture? And so that was kind of like a cool loophole to getting like extra time, you know, because some people only had like a minute to speak. But with the crunchiness the crunchiness, we could like speak a little bit more. Yeah. Were the conversations rapid fire? Actually, I noticed that because we've been doing meet and greets, especially at Anime Impulse conventions for a while now, a lot of people come in really casual. Like, people just come in and are like, hey, how are you doing? I don't really know what to talk about. I just want to know how you were. And I was like, what? This conversation feels like I'm kind of reconnecting with an old friend or something. It was really chill. I liked it. Yeah. So yeah, the third girl that came in, she wore my happy, and unfortunately she got the crunchy version of me. But she also made fun of me for the Big Bang. But I was really happy because that means that they were like watching one of my streams recently. The Big Bang, my Big Bang theory, I talked about very recently, which was I believe that the Big Bang should be named for the event where the dinosaurs died. Okay? That's it. But yeah, she just walked in all cute, and then she made fun of me, and then she left. So I love that for her. Please spare us. Okay. And then the next girl came in with the cute happy. And oh my gosh, she had like Alu Peep styled nails. Or actually, it was like not Alu Peep styled. I think it was just like Enna themed. I could barely see it, but like I could make out like the bigger details. It was really cute. I kind of want to like take inspiration from that. I want to do something like Enna theme too for my nails, but I don't want to dox myself. I'm really afraid of going to public. Not that I go out anyways, but what if I like do like Alu Peep or Enna styled nails and I go out and someone's like, oh my god, you watch Enna Alouette too? But I'm also like, is that narcissistic? Like, what are the chances that I'm really gonna bump into someone like that? Probably not that big, you know? Yeah. Who pays that much attention to nails? See? That is where you're wrong. And that is the reason why you don't have a girlfriend. People pay attention to that. At least I do. At least women. But yeah, this girl had really cute nails, and you know, she has been in most of my meet and greets, so I was really happy to see her. She's always really hot and cute. And we talked about our periods, which I thought was really funny. It was a very girly time. I love it when girls come in and it's like, I'm on my period, it hurts. I'm like, oh my god, me too, girl. I'm always on my period. It like kills me, literally. So it was really funny. And you know, it's just like talking to an old friend. Gotta look at people's nails to steal inspo for next time. Right? That's what I do too. I look at people's nails and I'm like, can you do this? Thank you. Actually, like, okay, now that I don't have these nails anymore, I actually had Caleb-themed nails at one point for like a good month. They were like custom made by my friend. She like drew the style out, and I gave it to the nail artist and they did it. I know! I'm so ill. They were so cute. I have pictures, but I can't show you guys. Was there an apple on it? Yeah, there was. There's an apple on my thumb. That's right, everybody. I just want to remind everyone that I still like Caleb. Yeah. What would you do if you saw someone with Enna-themed nails in public? I'd be like, yay! Yeah! Woohoo! And just shut up. But I'll do that all in my head. I'll be like, yay! But like in real life, my face would be very stoic. Just in case. Yeah. Okay. And then the next person that came in, she actually made a lot of like Caleb merch. And like I've kind of seen that the merch kind of floating around in other conventions, because like a lot of the artists in our VTuber community, they go to like pretty much all conventions. Like their stuff is just everywhere. So I've definitely seen it, and it's so fucking crazy, guys. I don't really know if it's like out yet or something, but Yeah, I know this artist like draws a lot of Love and Deep Space merch as well as VTuber merch, but like I saw a lot of the Caleb merch that she made and it's fucking insane. I was like, did you get it? Well, yes, I have a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, and I somehow got the privilege of getting some fan-made Caleb merch. I love how like specifically this year people have been sending me quite a bit of Caleb merch. And I'm just like, wow, thanks guys. It's really insane. Oh my god. Like, some people have such big brains. Like, I don't even know what to call it. You know how some people make the mouse pad and the pecs of men really squishy? You know, that sort of thing. It's kind of like that, but like as a portrait. It's so crazy. I was like, this is genius. And also, every time somebody comes over to my house, I have to hide it because it makes me look like some sort of like gooner, you know? Like, I want to preserve some sort of dignity, okay? Like, my goodness. Like, it was so, I was like, when people come over, I'm like, let me put this somewhere else. You got that? I didn't get it. Somebody sent it to me, okay? I didn't even know it existed. I didn't go out of my way to be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get this. I was lucky enough to get, like, my friends bought it. And they're like, I think Enna would really like this. And they just passed it to me and I got it and I was like, what? Yeah, it's like, if I ever have like grandkids and they find a treasure box, they're just gonna find a bunch of like half-naked 2D men in my treasure box and be like, Grandma, ew, Grandma liked cartoon men. And I'm gonna come back, strangle them, and then die with them again. It's so funny. You using it? Using what? Granna was wild. I know, they're gonna be like, Granna is so wild. Glad you'd consider a treasure box. Yeah, of course! And a lot of the Enna merch too, I keep them. I have so much, I don't even know where to put them anymore. So a lot of the fan merch that I get, I keep them in this really cute box. But actually the box is overflowing, so I think I have to get a bigger box. You should have a second treasure box of just horse photos. I don't even like horses that much. I just like to joke about horses because it makes you guys uncomfortable. I'm not a horsey. Or a horsey girl. I want a horse. Oh yes, and then the next person that came in had a really cute cosplay, and actually it was a cosplay of their original character. It was so cute. I didn't know that some people had like original characters that they could like make into cosplay. I was really shocked. I was like, whoa, what is this character from? I was just asking about like their cosplay because I was like, I don't recognize this character. What anime is this from? And they're like, this is my OC. And I was like, what? That's fucking crazy. Also, this person who had such a big brain, this girl like scheduled, she like drew art and she scheduled it so that it would appear around the same time she would be doing her meet and greet. So she was like, I scheduled art that should appear on your art tag right about now. And I was like, what is, how do you schedule, how do you think that far in the future? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, and I saw the art and it was so cute. And I was just like really impressed. Like, some people are so fucking talented. They know how to draw, they know how to make like original cosplay. Like, what? Like, you can design your own characters too. Like, guys, can you share some brain cells? Like, please. It was so crazy. This girl was so cute. She's like giving me a gift and I was like, what? I'm so pampered. Every time I do meet and greets, you guys are always pampering me. Like, look at this. Look what I made. I made this. I made that. I'm like, guys, I'm such a loser. Yeah, cosplayers are so talented. Most of them like make their own shit. And I'm like, what? How the fuck do you do that, guys? I tried to embroider like a small thing and I couldn't do it. You know, so hard to like do anything like clothing related. Oh my lord. Seriously. But yeah, this girl was also really cute. And then this next girl came in and told me that they got their master's degree. Actually, I don't know if... I don't remember if they were a girl or not. I think I just like... It's really hard to remember like the order specifically. But I think this might have been a guy. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They got a master's degree. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. Getting a master's degree and you still have time to watch VTubers? What the... Do you sleep? And... You know, they were also a part of making projects for Millie and Alira's birthday. So it was really nice to see. There's so many people who came in who were a part of like the birthday project for Alira's birthday. I think it was like the last time. And I don't know if you guys remember, but during her birthday, I believe we were both in Japan? I think I vaguely remember. But I somehow ended up like kind of on her stream just kind of meddling. So we watched like the birthday project together, and a lot of people who came to the meet and greet were like, thank you so much for being a part of it. It was such a nice surprise. And I was like really shocked because I was like, oh, I thought people would kind of be annoyed, like, hey, let Alira react to this. We don't need an extra person to be like interfering. I kind of had that. I was like, I remember after that stream, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have stayed for so long, or maybe I should have just let Alira have her moment with her community. But actually, a lot of people who came to the meet and greet went out of their way to like tell me that they really enjoyed it and they were really happy about it. So it made me really happy too. I was like, what? You guys are okay with just some random person popping in and reacting with your Oshi? That's so nice. Yeah! And also, I love it when, you know, people are doing projects for Millie and Alira, because I think they deserve a lot more than, you know, life gives them. So, thank you guys for always taking care of my friends, my bestest friends. And yeah, I really hope you guys continue to support them. They're really good girls. They don't deserve the hate that they get. And yeah, I can only wish that more people can actually realize that, because they're really genuine people. Usually it's the genuine people that tend to get targeted, so it's really sad. But I think one day everybody will know, like, who's actually genuine. So, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, but thank you. It really means a lot to me, and I'm really happy that you guys go out of your way to tell me that. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, because I'm always losing my voice. Yeah. The next guy who came in, he was a really nice dude. He had like a flag around him. He told me that it was a flag because I thought it was a towel. I don't know what flag it was. I hope it was the Canadian one. But he was speaking and his voice was so nice. I was like, whoa, bro, your voice is so comforting. You should do like ASMR or something. And he's like, every time I compliment dudes, it's like they've never received a compliment or something, which I think like statistically is true. Like people say that like when men get complimented, they like really hold on to it because they barely get compliments, which I think, you know, knowing that, I love how when I say that, all the guys in the chat are like, yeah, we never get complimented. Yeah, it's true, man. I never get... Well, guys, let me compliment you right now. We love the men in our house. In the house? I don't know. In this chat. Love you guys, okay, men? I know I always say that I love women, and that's true. But I also love men, too. You guys are awesome. You are the real men in this house. I don't know why I keep saying house. My brain is not working. And I want you guys to know that a lot of the men who came into my meet and greet, they were the most gentle men I've met. They're very polite. They weren't weirdos. You know, every time I think about a guy who watches VTubers, I have this stereotypical image that the guy comes in and he's like, but can I touch your armpits? None of them came in and said that. Maybe nobody just wants to touch my armpits. And that's fine too. But I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I just want to say that I love all you guys platonically. Yeah. In the house. Yeah, but a lot of the guys who came in, they were all very nice. None of them look like slobs, you know? So the stereotype is a stereotype. At least in my community. Yeah, but yeah, I complimented this guy. He was like, thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, we need to give men more healthy compliments, you know? I feel like usually if men get a compliment, it's usually like really... It's usually because like... Because we have this culture of like, you know, boy bands, like K-pop boy bands, or like, you know, VTuber males or whatever. We tend to kind of like idolize them, which, you know, is normal, but we put them on a pedestal. But the thing is like, when you're always putting anybody on a pedestal, eventually they start to kind of think like, oh, maybe you only like me because of this image that I'm really trying to project. We all kind of project some sort of image that may or may not like really be us. But I think specifically for men, they tend to be like overly idealized, which, you know, kind of hurts them too. So they only ever get like really over the top compliments, or they don't get one at all. I think like for men, we must learn to give more like healthy compliments, not something like, oh my god, you're so hot! I would fuck you! You know, like that sort of thing. Like, yeah, it's really nice to say once in a while, but I guess if you hear it all the time, you kind of feel like you're just some sort of like product. But, you know, I barely ever see people kind of say like, oh, I think, you know, your love for, let's just say, like, your love for film is really inspiring. I can tell you really put a lot of effort into, you know, visuals when you do your projects, and, you know, something like that. I feel like I get a lot of compliments related to, you know, what I do, which, you know, makes me feel really, like, motivated to continue what I do. But maybe I just don't really see that too much towards the males. Yeah. Yeah, the compliments can make a difference. So, you know, next time you see your Oshi, male or female, or, you know, just your Oshi in general, make sure you give them, like, a genuine compliment, you know? It's okay to, like, you know, fawn over them, but sometimes when you are fawned at too much, you kind of forget, like, oh, you you start to doubt yourself, like, oh, maybe people just like me because I'm pretty or something. Yeah, this is like pretty people problems, so I know some people might be thinking like, well, at least you get compliments. And that is true, you know? At least you're getting compliments. But, you know, I think if we collectively all think about giving, like, a well-versed, genuine compliment, like, from the heart, we can all feel... I think you will also will be able to take a compliment when it comes to you too, because you're giving genuine compliments, you know? Does that make any sense? I don't know. I only got all the ugly problems. No, you don't. I literally saw you last week at the meet and greet. You're not ugly at all. If anything, you glowed up. I'm a personality type of guy. Exactly. That's right, guys. I'm a personality type of girl. So, we don't look at looks. I'm hungry. Get a snack. That's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I should eat first and then continue. I'm so hungry. Oh, I know that I'm waking up when I start getting hungry. Yeah, anyways, get Tim Hortons? No fucking way, man. I'm so Canadian that I don't need to eat Tim Hortons anymore. I don't need to prove myself. Yeah. So... Oh my god, the next person that came in, this dude, like... This dude is so smart. So like, once you put on the headphones, the timer starts. But this guy, you know, he came in, he didn't put on the headphones. I think it's called a melodica. I asked him what the instrument was, and he told me it was a melodica. This guy came in and performed a short version of Zutomo. It was so sweet. I was like, what? I get a performance. He just came in and he's like do 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 do. I was like, what? It was really well performed too. I was like shocked. I was like, what? This is crazy. Yeah. Oh my god, you can hear my stomach. I'm so hungry. It's okay, it'll die down. Yeah, and then I was like, hey, what is this instrument? And he's like, well, this instrument is called a melodica. So he gave me a cool fun fact. And then he also brought all of the Zutomo papes, which I think was really super sweet. Like, I obviously, like, because Reimu just graduated, there's a little bit of a void in all of us. So it was really sweet that he brought the papes, and it was even more personal that he performed one of my originals dedicated to the girls. So yeah, it was really, really nice. I was really happy. I was like, what? People are so talented. Like, what the fuck is a melodica? Like, I want to get one too. But it looks really hard to me. He's like, if you know how to play the piano and do this, you can play this very easily. But I kind of searched it up after the meet and greets, and I was like, nah, this looks so hard. How do you play the piano, like, vertically? What? Yeah, I am low on Latina energy. Okay, man. Like, good. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Papi calmate. There we go. Apparently it's like a piano wind instrument. Yeah, it's a really cool combo. I've never really like heard of it. I might have seen it before, but I never like thought about it too deeply. But yeah, it seems to be a really like multi-useful instrument. Yeah. You can get the longer mouthpiece to be able to play it vertically. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm looking at photos and there's like versions where the mouthpiece is like super long. Alira has one? Really? I've never seen it at Alira's house. I should ask her. Yeah, but that was really sweet. I really enjoyed that. It's so portable too. Yeah, it definitely was like really small. Maybe one day I'll get one and play something. I'm not very good at like the piano, so let alone like playing it vertically. It seems very like difficult. So the next girl that came in, she definitely had some sort of like goth fashion. It was so cute. I don't know if this girl knows that I'm talking about her, but I really liked your fashion style. I really liked the kind of like the subtle goth. It wasn't like, you know, like super duper gothic, but it kind of had that vibe, like just enough. And I liked that a lot. She was really, really cute. She came in and was super nice. She was complimenting me quite a bit, but I was just staring at her and being like, oh, a goth girl. And then she shared something really personal with me, and, you know, I mean, I was listening the whole meet and greet, I promise. But, yeah, it really, like, made me think, yeah, I'm not the only one in this world with, like, problems. Sometimes when you have problems, you think in your head, you're like, oh, why is it always me, blah, blah, blah. But it isn't until you actually speak to people, you realize that everybody has problems, so you're really not that special, you know? But no, I mean, like, you don't really feel as alone. So it's really nice to hear. You know, of course I don't want anybody to go through hardships and stuff, but, you know, unfortunately we all do. And when she was sharing her story with me, I felt really, like, you know, I kind of felt like I was meeting, like, somebody that, like, it was, like, flipped. Like, I was the one going to someone's meet and greet. It made me feel like, you know, I could relate to somebody. So, it was really nice. It's really funny you guys are telling me that you find me relatable, but, you know, when you guys share your stories, I find you guys very relatable, too. So, maybe we're all just, like, depressed and relatable. Yeah. Have you ever dabbled in being goth? No, unfortunately, I don't think it really suits me. I mean, I do wear, like, black clothing, but that's not really goth. Yeah. And then the next guy who came in was... oh my god, he came in and he was like... Enna, I feel like we're really, really similar. And I'm like... Who are you, bro? Actually, I didn't know who he was. I was like, is this you in the chat? And he was like, kind of shocked. He was like, yeah. I'm surprised. I don't know why I always give guys this voice. It's so funny. He's like, I'm surprised you even know me. And I was like, I think I know you. Now I realize that, well, because I remember that you didn't have an icon. Because at the meet and greet, I was like, I don't think, you don't have an icon, right? And he was like, actually, I do have an icon. And I was like, wait. And then I remembered maybe you have like a Higurashi icon or something. I could be wrong. Anyways, this guy came in, he's like, and I feel like we're really similar. And I'm like, bro, you're so right. I have like a pair of balls too. Like, how did you know, bro? I didn't say that, but in my head I did. I didn't want to speak too much because I didn't want to take up people's time, you know? I allowed people to speak longer, more. He's like, yeah, so I'm a musician too. I'm a guitarist. And I often go to Japan too. And I'm like, what? No fucking way. I also get dragged to Japan like every so often too. Like these guys just put me on a plane for like 500 years and then I have to go there like every couple months. I like to complain about everything. Everybody else is like, oh my god, you get to go to Japan. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to be on a plane and throw up again for the 7th time this year. This is my life. I'll never be grateful. But yeah, this guy was like, yeah, that's why I think we're so similar. And I was like, bro, next time you're in Japan, don't let me know. I don't want to see you, okay? I don't think I said that either, but in my head I did. But yeah, don't you think it's so cool that nowadays everybody's jobs are pretty remote? I guess it kind of happened after COVID. And I think it's really cool. I think it also really like enhances our mental health. Because we're home all the time. But that's okay, because we were all gonna be like ill anyways. You know? Work from home is the best thing ever. Well, let me think. I mean, there's benefits. I do like working from home, but at the same time, I can tell that my physical health has been not as good. Like when I had to go to work every day, I would walk, take the transit, breathe in fresh air without consent. You know, you had to. But now, I can literally open my PC, not breathe fresh air. And, you know, there's like benefits. I feel like when I worked at other jobs that required me to travel there, my body was more in tune with my head. Now, I think it's also being on the internet all the time. Like, my head is always like... That's why you exercise and schedule walks. That is true. I love walking. When I walk, I can walk for a long time. People are losing touch with other humans, and it's kind of affecting our mental. I think so too. That is a very big thing. Like, we're always on social media, so we don't really like talk to people face to face. It's really important to talk to people face to face because you learn how to kind of like, even if you subconsciously learn, we learn how to pick up like expressions. We communicate better because your face is right in front of mine. So, and I think it helps with attention span too, because like they're right in front of you. But with the internet, it's really easy for people to lose focus, to not understand, you know, what someone else is saying, to misinterpret and stuff like that. So, yeah, the internet sucks! But at least we get to come together and talk about how depressed we are. So, there's cons and pros. Some talk to AI more than people. I know, I mean, I think ChatGPT is really... I actually think it's actually a pretty cool tool if you use it wisely. I think if you talk to it like it's your bestie, like every day, like maybe that's a little too much. But too much of anything is usually not good anyways. Anyways, I don't want to dictate how people live their lives, because, like, you know, it's your life, man. Your life, your choice. Your body, your choice. Sorry, I just have to say that. It's like an intrusive thing. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the guy with the guitar. Yeah, he was really cool. He also had the most like... People who are musicians, especially guys, I don't know why, but they tend to have this look. They always have like long hair. Or like hair that's not been cut for like months. By the way, I'm not calling this guy out. He looks great. I just mean that like usually like musicians have that kind of style. Right? I'm right! Like, especially the dudes. They always have like this long hair look. Like my dad too, when he was younger, he had like this long hair look. I don't know why. I don't know if it's on purpose. Just tends to be kind of like that. We're calling Diego. Oh yeah, I mean Diego doesn't really have long hair. He just has like... He's just a cat boy. He just wears this like... This hat. Yeah, I want to be a rock star too. I have long hair too. Look. I want to be in a metal band and lose my voice. Yeah. So the next guy who came in, the next person, he also wore the happy. And I was really happy about that. I can't stop saying, oh, every time somebody's wearing the happy, I'm very happy about that. And he came in and he was like, I've been supporting you since day one. I was like, what? And he was talking about the fact that like, he watched Overture and like, I think he also was like, we're old. And I was like, that's so fucking rude. Come in here, talk to a lady and you say that we're old. Like, I'm not that old, guys. Like, come on. I think you're older than me. Give me my years back. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that there's so many people who have stayed with us since day one. That's a long time. Can I just be honest? I would never stay for that long. For a VTuber. I mean, I haven't met that VTuber yet. But I don't really watch streamers in general. Even with like old face streamers, I never really kept up with them for that long. It would kind of be like on and off. So I'm really surprised that some people have just been like... here since day one. That's a long fucking time. Especially if you've been here like since Lazuli or Ethyria or Ethyria. Like that's so long ago. It's like almost 4 years, if not 4 years already. Yeah. Your Oshi chooses you. That's so sweet. Before Lazuli, I would have said the same thing. I'm only 41 months. Youthful. 41 months is crazy. Oh my lord. I'm literally the ashes in the urn. And what the fuck am I? That's like 1/4 of life for younger viewers. I mean, I think it's... Some people are always apologizing for not being like a quote-unquote OG fan. But, you know, in the end, it doesn't matter because... all that matters is that you are supporting your Oshi and you're being respectful about it. So, you know, it's okay if you join on day 1 or day 275. It doesn't matter. Because what matters is we will all die one day. And when that day comes, I will finally know peace. Don't know how I ended up here, but you craved out... You mean carved out, my man. A special place in my heart. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get to everyone. I don't want to like say names because I feel like in the past when I like said names, some people were like, I can't believe you called me out on stream. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say names specifically. Not like real names, but like their aliases. Some people don't want to be mentioned. A lot of the people who come to the meet and greets, they tell me that they're lurkers, so these motherfuckers don't even like contribute in the chat. So I'm like, well, nobody even knows who you are anyway, so why are you so scared? But I think that's why they keep lurking, you know, I keep calling them out. They come out like once every 1 to 2 years for the meet and greets, and I'm like, where are you guys? Talk to me! Yeah, there so many people are like, hi, I'm always in your streams, I just don't say anything because I'm shy. And I'm like, aww. Snap out of it! It's so funny. So cute. Okay, so the next guy who came in, I know he's always in my chat. He's always giving gifted memberships. I'm not gonna call you out, but if you wanna, you know, raise your hand up, you can do that too. This guy, he's like, he came in and he's like, oh yeah, this guy literally just looks like a normie. And like, also, like you can just tell, you know, he does not look like he's an anime fan or a VTuber fan. I always thought that was really fucking funny. He comes in, he's like, yeah, this is not something I ever do. My friends don't know that I came here, so if I like disappear and die, like they're not gonna know what happened. And I'm like, that is so funny. Can you imagine just some random white guy comes in, like, yeah, I'm a normie. And I'm like, this is the funniest shit ever. He comes in and he actually like prepares like something to talk about. And you know, every time I try to compliment him, I'm like, thank you so much. He's like, nah. I'm like, bro, let me compliment you, man. Such a dude. He's like, yeah, so anyways, anyway, he said some very sweet things. And you know, I want to say some really sweet things back too, because like, you know, like if you're in the stream every single day and you're like gifting memberships to people randomly every single day, I'm like, bro, that's a big thing, bro. Like, bro, let me compliment you. But this guy just wouldn't let me. I was like, nah, just don't, stop it. I'm like, is this what normies do? It was so funny. But yeah, I was actually really happy that I finally got to see your face. And I know I'm very familiar with your face because you taken like photos of yourself and posted it in the tags like bon appetit. And also, you're just so normie that you're very distinct, so I can just remember that. Because I remember when he came in, I was like, is this you? And he was like, whoa, I didn't think you'd recognize me. I'm like, bro, look at yourself. You don't look like a VTuber fan at all. Like, it's kind of funny. It's like Finding Waldo or something. Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, so I'm really happy I got to see you. Thanks for being the normie in my chat. I feel like you kind of represent like half of me. I'm kind of a normie too. I watch VTubers, but not really. Like, after I stream, I just turn off the PC and I, like, cry or something and do my laundry. Like, there's a part of me that's very normie too, but there's also another part that's, like, kind of weeby or whatever. So, I'm really happy that there's some normies in chat. Like, can kind of relate to, you know, not being as involved on the internet. You're so chronically offline, you don't reheat nachos. Well, I don't really eat nachos that often, so... Also, if you want to reheat nachos, I suggest putting them in the oven. No way Higurashi is normie. Well, I just mean that, like, you know, I don't really spend too much time, like, in VC Discord servers. I don't spend too much time on Twitter. Like, sometimes I'll look, but... You know, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck I do. I like streaming and stuff, but then after I'm done with it, it's either I play Night Rain, or I clean my house, or I nap for like 3 hours because depression, you know? It's one of those. So... You're an older anime weeb. I am! I feel like my weeby days were like more when I was younger. You know, like the Naruto era? You're such a sweetheart trying to compliment me, but I just want to say some nice things to you. I know, it was so nice, I almost cried. I was like, I'm gonna cry. And you're like, nah. It was so funny. It was like, okay, I'll suck it up. Thanks, guys. I'm getting old. Every time the longer I stay in NIJISANJI and the more meet and greets I do, the more you guys touch my heart, and my cold Canadian heart is starting to melt. I remember in the first 2 years, I was so hard. What? No, that's not the word. Actually, that is not the correct term. My apologies. I meant that my heart was very, there was many barriers. There were many barriers to my heart. I don't know how to speak English. But now I'm like, oh my god, these people are real. And some people won't like fucking leave. And I'm like, oh no, I feel things. I saw some like... Sometimes I go on Reddit. Sometimes I go on Reddit and I kind of look at the related tags, let's say. And some people are like, And I used to, like... And I used to be so... not into this parasocial thing. And now, she's kind of feeding it a bit. And I'm like, well... You were so right. You know why? Because... the first couple years, I'm like, I'm out of here in like 2 years, bro. Bye! You know, that was literally my mentality. I remember the first 2 years, I was like, I can just say whatever the fuck I want, leave, and nobody would care. This is not a job that I'm gonna be in forever. Bye, guys. I just said whatever. I was like saying shit left and right. Like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes these clips pop up and I'm like, I can't watch them. It's so fucking cringe. Now I'm like, I learned a lot. I learned that people on the internet are real. I learned that being a streamer is actually a lot harder than it seems. Like, yeah, I get to sit down and play Goat Simulator, but my ass hurts and also my heart hurts. Because, you know, people shit on you for literally everything. If you breathe wrong, they're like, this girl breathes from her mouth. Or, you know, like, people just say everything and I'm like, damn. Internet's so much meaner than I thought. But also, it is a really good place to connect. So, I've learned many things. You just hate to admit that you love us. I don't love you guys like the way I love my friends or family. But I love you guys in a way where I care about you all from a distance. Like, you know, I hope you guys just take like a little bit of a grain of salt from whatever the fuck I say and do good in the world. That's it. You love us like you love your neighbor's dog. First of all, I don't know if my neighbor has a dog, but yeah, sure. Some of us grew up playing Call of Duty, so we were desensitized. That's good for you. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm not really, like, comfortable feeding into, like, parasocial stuff. Also, I don't have the confidence to, like, you know, I've thought about it, like, I probably could make a lot of money doing it or something. I just can't. I don't know, maybe I have too much pride or something, or I just don't have the confidence to be, like, you know, in a public platform. But, you know, no shame to people who do, because it takes a lot of courage to do that anyways. No one wants a girlfriend experience from you anyways. Okay. I just want everybody to know that I'm a very good girlfriend. I would be a very good girlfriend, okay? Like, are you kidding me? I clean everything. Okay, I even clean, like, the ridges of my monitor. You know the places where people don't think to clean? That's where I clean. You know, I see the nasty and the gritty things. Also, that when other people pass by, they don't have to see it, okay? Also, I know how to cook. Do you know how to cook? Yeah, most people be like, yeah, I know how to cook. I don't mean like cooking ramen noodles or eggs, okay? Cooking eggs is not cooking. You're just making a fucking egg, man. Do you know how to put an egg on something? Yeah, that's right. And no matter what, no matter how much depression I have, I show up. If it's your birthday, I will show up. If you need surgery and you need somebody to shower you, I'm here. I showed up, okay? Like, I show up for everything, no matter how depressed I am. So, actually, I'm a 32 out of 10. 100%. The only person I don't show up to is myself. And that's why I suffer. You guys got that, okay? That's right, you don't get the real experience because the real experience would take you over the top. She is loyal. Ride or die for Kijiji. I know! I mean, you guys want a good example of my loyalty? No matter how much money you have given me to replace my monitors, I have still not done it. It's been 3 years. So... and we're still going strong. Bitch. I will not. This is your longest committed relationship. Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that. I'm so real for that. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, from those Valentine streams, Enna's girlfriend experience is more of a horror experience. Well, maybe you're just a whore. I don't know. That doesn't make no sense, but that's the only thing that came to my mind. You should think about that. Okay. Anyways, the next person I met... Oh my gosh, she had a really cute tattoo. I couldn't quite see, like, the details of it. And she friend-zoned me. She's like, I don't know, I think we were talking about girly stuff, and she's like, oh my god, bestie. And I was like, what? Bestie? I barely even know her. Yeah, some girls just come in and they're like, oh my god, you're so cute. You're like the bestie I've always wanted. And I'm like, the fuck? The bestie you've always wanted? You're like the heartbreak. You know those people who like don't know that they break everyone's hearts? They're like, oh my god, you're like a brother to me. Like, girl, are you kidding me? Why am I even here? You know what I mean? Just wanted to confirm that you are a great girlfriend. Thank you for seeing me and our husband Caleb last weekend at Anime Impulse. Thank you! Thank you. I was really happy. There were a lot of Caleb girlies who came into the meet and greet. And, you know, I never really said that I would share Caleb, but I guess we will. Does that count as like a threesome? I don't know. Is threesome only applied to sex, or is it like... I'm not really sure. Like, can you say threesome in other context? Or does that not work? Anyways, my point is that I wasn't really okay sharing Caleb before meeting all these cute girls. But now I've met these cute girls and I'm like, okay, like, I don't mind sharing. Like, sure, okay. You can get the prosthetic arm and I'll get the real one. There we go. A tropple? What's a tropple? Truple. Truple would be a group relationship of 3. Well, it's more than 3 people. There were quite a bit of like Caleb girlies. They'll come in and be like, look, I'm a Caleb fan too. And I'm like, oh my god, join the group. I guess we should all like, I don't know, should we all make out together? Or, like, I don't know what to do with this information. Like, what do you want me to do? But they were really cute, so I'm like, well, you know, I guess a kiss on the cheek wouldn't hurt. That's how it all starts. Anyways, I'm so glad that Caleb is just a fantasy, because if he was a real person, I'd be like, whoa, okay, this is getting too real. That's a polycule? Whoa, there's no name for that? Polycule. How many people are in a polycule? Polycule? A group of people connected by romantic... Okay. Polyamor... Oh, okay, I see. Resembling a molecule. They fucking named us after a fucking molecule? Bro? Okay. Anyways, all the Caleb girlies... Oh my god, there's like this one girly that came in and she's like, hi, and I really like you, blah 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 blah, but I think your taste in men are horrible. And this girl like Raphael. I was like, girl, you like Raphael? I don't even... Raphael's like everyone's best friend, you know what I mean? Like, Raphael is like the first person to like show up at like a pride parade. I feel like, okay, you know what? No judgment here, okay? I love Raphael too. He was my first pick for like Love and Deep Space before like Caleb came out and everything. So, you know what? I can't really like say much about it, but you know, because she came in and she had to shit on my taste for men, I feel like I have to like give the medicine back. I was like, girl, you don't know everything about your man. Oh, it was so funny. Girl, fight back. Well, you know, I didn't fight back because there wasn't enough time. But if there were enough time, I would have. I was like, I was gonna say all of that, but I didn't want to take up too much of the time. It was so funny though. It was really funny for people coming in just bantering. It's like friends. There's that other girl who came in, and she had like this really cute Alu Peep shirt. It was so... It kind of reminded me of like you know when you make like... Not like embroidery shirts, but what's it called? Printed shirts. Yeah. She came in with the Alu Peep printed shirt and I was like, whoa, that's really cute. And then she was like, I think we're really similar. I like how a lot of people came in and they told me that I'm very similar to them. And, you know, instead of thinking like... Well, I was like a little concerned. I was like, if you think that we're similar, does that mean you're really depressed? Or am I also just like... just as nice as you? Like, some people came in so cute in such a positive atmosphere. Be like, I feel like we're really similar. And I look at them, I'm like, really? Like, first of all, low key, I mean high key, I wouldn't pay $50 to see a VTuber. But number two, like, you're just way too positive. Like, what is happening? These like cute people come in and they're so like happy and so like... They're just so, like, bright, you know? I'm like, really? You think we're similar? Sometimes I look at the world and I'm like, damn, we should just all explode or something. You don't know what people's internal struggles are. Yeah, that's true. I just think it's really funny that these like girls come in and they're like la 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 la, and I think we're like the same person. I'm like, girl, you are so much better than me. First of all, you are just so much more beautiful, and second of all, the fact that you even like come out of your way to do these meet and greets, like, you're already up there, man. Maybe they're dead too, just inside. That is so true. It's always the positive ones. That is very true. It's usually the really happy-go-lucky ones where they're like really depressed inside. That's kind of hot, no? Anyways, the Alu Peep girlies were so cute. I can't stop saying that. Like, every single time I do a meet and greet, just realize how cute the girls are. Can I get something to eat, guys? I'm so hungry. I feel like if I don't eat, I'm gonna forget how to do my job. And then tell you guys that my name is Samantha or something. Yippee. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I got food. I'm so hungry. My goodness, I got some dumplings. I love dumplings. Oh my god, I love Chinese food, guys. It's like my favorite cuisine ever. Every time I eat other food, I'm like, yes, I love this. And then I go back to Chinese cuisine, I'm like, oh, I love Chinese food. Fuck. 小笼包。羊肉饺子，羊肉水饺。So good. Yum 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 yum. Love dumplings. Mutton. I love lamb. I've never had mutton dumplings before. It's really good. I think some people don't like lamb though because it tastes too gamey for them. But I kind of grew up with it, so I like it quite a bit. You prefer Chinese over Japanese? I mean, I love Japanese food too. But I guess if I had to choose, it would be Chinese. I'm just, you know, I grew up with it, so it makes sense. Yarrow sounds great, but I'm afraid of them. What do you mean? They're not gonna come back alive and be like, bah, don't eat me. That'd be kind of crazy, though. I lived in Inner Mongolia province of China and they eat a lot of mutton. The problem is that I don't like mutton. It was hard. Well, too bad. Bye. I don't know. Sometimes I don't really know what to say when you guys have like what's the word? Obstacles. Like, do you want me to be softer and be like, "Aw, I'm sorry. You couldn't eat mutton and all they had was mutton." Oh, that's terrible. How dare they? I will write a complaint to them right now. Please send me the address. Don't do that? Oh, okay. Cool. I think you're helping us be more thick-skinned. Suck it up! There you go. Who in the world is this? Hi Susan, it's your mom. Actually, I met your mom last night. Good time. You should catch up with her. She misses you. Okay, anyways, let's continue back. Or I'm gonna like forget. Oh my god, okay, this girl came in, this was the craziest thing. There's this one girl that came in, she's like, I just want to let you know that I love your music, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And this was like, yeah, one time I was driving really sleep deprived, and the only thing that kept me from crashing was listening to the Ethyria song. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so fucking dangerous, girl. She was like, yeah, I almost like fell asleep a couple times. I'm like, that is one of the most dangerous things you could do. Like driving while really sleep deprived, you should never do that. First of all, drinking and driving, obviously don't do that. But like if you're also really tired, don't fucking drive. I was like, girl, never do that again. She's like, yeah, but anyways, I just want to let you know that your song saved my life. And I was like, let's not do that again, okay? I don't want... Next time my song might not save you and I'll be really sad. That was so funny. It was so funny, but it was so concerning. I'm like... So guys, please don't drive while being really tired and sleep deprived. It's really dangerous. It's the equivalent of being drunk. That's the most wildest compliment I've ever gotten from my music. Like, oh my god, you saved my life because I couldn't stop falling asleep in the car. That's so funny. This is the next girl that came in. She was like, I lost a fan that I wanted to show you, so I want you to envision it. It was so cute. She was really cute. She was also wearing the happy too. was telling me that she like, I forgot where she said that she lost the fan, but I think she dropped it somewhere or something. Oh my god, it was really funny because during the hop concert, like, apparently a lot of people lost their popes. So I think it was Shu that started. He was like, if you lost a poppe or if you're looking for it, look for the lost and found, blah 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 blah. Somebody also dropped like a Petra poppe, I think. So like all of us during the hop concert were kind of like, hey guys, if you dropped anything, make sure you look at the lost and found, or if anybody's found it, blah blah blah. Yeah, we made an announcement. It was so funny. Sorry, I'm eating. Yeah, if you guys like lose your popes, make sure you look for the lost and found. I don't know how common it is for people to take things, but usually when you drop something, I think most people will leave it in the lost and found. I don't really know. I hope so. I don't think anybody would really steal. Yeah. Keep us safe, guys. Keep us safe. There's some... Oh, and a lot of people came into the meet and greet showing off the Ita bags. I don't know how people make Ita bags. It's so difficult. Like, how do you make it look pretty? Like, there's this one girl who had like 2 Ita bags. I was like, what? First of all, how do you carry all that? Number 2, like... How do you just like, I don't know, how do you make it so that the badges are all aligned? Like, are there like specific slots for it in the bag? Or do you have to like actually put an effort to like align it properly? It's easy, is it? I don't know, I've never had like an Ita bag. It's pretty easy? Okay. I kind of want to make one, but I don't know who to make one of. Also, I'm quite shy. Like, Ita bags are pretty big, and they really show off your Oshi, which is the point. But also, like, if I'm not at a convention, you know, where usually these Ita bags are, if I'm just using the bag to go to, like, the grocery store, I'm really, like, afraid that somebody's gonna start talking to me and being like, I really like your bag, who is this? I'll be like, I have to explain. Yeah, like, I was thinking of making a Caleb Ita bag. But I don't want to go to a grocery store. The thing is like, when I usually have a bag, I just use it for everything, you know? I want some old grandma to be like, oh, why do you have so many badges of the same character? Who is he? And then I have to explain it and be like, this is a character that I really like, and in my dreams we make love or something, I don't know. And then it'll just be so awkward. Like, I don't want to talk to people. Also, if you're at a convention, people will talk to you too. They'll be like, I really like your bag. Like, I'm so scared of that. I'm scared of talking to people. That's my husband, yeah. Grocery store with the Ita bag. Yeah, I would do that. You don't have to use it on the daily. But yeah, but if I like put an effort to make an Ita bag, I kind of want to use it all the time, you know? I don't want to just leave it at home. That's like the thing. Like, every time I get a new bag, I just use it for everything. For groceries. Yeah, that's the only time I ever go out anyways. Groceries. I think at normal areas, no one would question you. No, people here just talk to you about anything. Sometimes I put like a charm on my bag. And these old motherfuckers will be like, what is this character? I see this a lot. And I'm like, it's like, you know those plushie characters you put on your bags? I'll be like, I've been seeing a lot of young people put plushies on their bags. Is this like a trend or something? I'm like, I don't know, man. Don't ask me. I don't want to talk to you, okay? If you're too old to understand something, then maybe you don't need to understand it anymore, okay? You only have a few years left, okay? You really want to know what this is? Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, I just don't want people to talk to me, okay? Like, I don't want to, like, walk 2 steps and have some grandma be like, what is this on your bag? Like, mind your own business, like, where are your retainers, man? I thought we were supposed to be nice to the elderly. Yeah, but they asked too many questions. I just want to go home. Yeah, I feel like I'm too approachable. People ask me things all the time. I'm at an airport and they're like, oh, how do I get to customs? I don't fucking know. Like, do I look like someone who works here? I'm in Japan and people ask me for directions. Like, sumimasen, koko doko desu ka? I'm like, bro, I speak English. Like, oh my god, thank god. By the way, do you know how to get to Tokyo? I'm like, bro, we're in Tokyo. I don't know what you're talking about, man. So weird, man. Leave me alone, guys. I don't want to answer questions. I think I have a resting family-friendly face or something. Yeah, wrestling-friendly face. God damn, I have some like sort of like Disney face syndrome or something. Like, hi, can I help you with your life? Like, I really don't give two shits. And I get asked in like different languages. I don't know how, but like Chinese people here just can tell when people are Chinese. I don't know. They always get it spot on. They're like, "Eh, 你会说中文吗?" And I'll be like, "Ah, fuck." And I can't lie. I feel bad. And I'm like, I know how to speak a little bit. And they're like, "Eh, 你帮帮我吗？我们真的找这个地方，找不着?" I'll be like, well, just fucking use Google, man. Like, I don't know. There's so much technology. We got like maps and shit. Can you just use that? Honestly, I have no idea how to get there anyways, most of the time. You can say 我不会. Yeah, I just say like 我不知道. And then they don't even care about the fact that they need to go to that place. They'll be like, 你是在这边出生的吗? I'll be like, let me just give you my whole resume and my life's like information. Like, they're so nosy. Who cares? Like, they're like, oh, how old are you? Where are you from? Were you raised here? I'm like, bro, I don't. Stop it. Get some help. You respond in Chinese or English? Well, if they're speaking to me in Chinese, I'll speak in Chinese. Where are your parents from? I know, I'll be like, bro, my parents are from my ass, okay? Leave me alone. Yeah, I get asked a lot of questions. And you know what the worst part is? Is no matter how much I'm telling you guys that I'm like, oh my god, leave me alone. In reality, I'm actually like, oh yeah, sure. I'll try to figure it out for you. I'm like, I can't stop being fake. I can't stop being fake! Fuck! I don't want to help these people, but when they talk to me, I get nervous and I'm like my customer service is like, it's like without my consent, all my neurons are like, come on, we gotta be nice, we gotta be polite, blah blah blah. Oh my lord, that's kind of scary. I know. They'll be like, oh, what a nice day, and I'm like, yeah, it is really nice. But then inside, I'm like, stop fucking talking to me, you bitch. I can't stop. I have retail trauma. Just want to be normal. Sometimes people think I'm so friendly that they have the courage to ask me for my social media, like Twitter or Instagram or like Snapchat. They'll be like, you are so nice, can I add you on Instagram? I'll be like, I have to lie and be like, sorry, I don't have Instagram, I don't use it. They'll be like, oh, what about Snapchat? Snapchat I actually don't have. No, it's not in a way that they're hitting on me. It's like they genuinely want to be friends. Is it usually older people? Well, old people will not ask me for my social media, but like if they're younger, they'll usually be like, hey, wanna add me on my Instagram? I'll be like, oh sorry, I don't have. And I think they get the hint sometimes. They're like, oh, what about Facebook? I'm like, bro, you still use Facebook? No, I don't have it. I just want to make it clear that this doesn't happen too often. But I've encountered a little bit of it in my younger years, mostly. Now I don't really go out, so... You could have been like... Could have had an Elden Ring player. I don't want to be friends with people who play Elden Ring, okay? Just because I enjoy something doesn't mean I want to be friends with you because we both enjoy it. It's ridiculous. Okay? Like, what is that? What is this weird thing? You like Elden Ring? That's good. You like it on your side and I'll like it on my side. Friends. I don't need friends. They disappoint me. Anyways, going back to the meet and greet. I like how I'm like, oh, I'm so awkward, and then I'm talking about the meet and greet like, hi. I don't know how. Okay, so anyways, the next Alouette peep that came in, they wore a happy. And we talked about some things regarding the, I think it was the Night Rain stream where the hippo really fucked up one of the runs for Millie and I. And then there was just like 10 seconds of awkward silence. I was like, oh no. My greatest fear. My greatest fear is that there's gonna be like awkward silence. And there was at least like a good 3 to 5 seconds. I was like, and then I was like, fuck, I don't know what to say. That's like my worst nightmare. I'm so sorry to this person who came into the meet and greet and realized how pathetic I am. I know. Sometimes it happens and I really... Oh my god. I feel like my handler can also tell when I don't know how to converse. Yeah. Bro came to backseat and that's it. No, he wasn't backseating. He was just talking about one of the streams. What do you guys talk about in meet and greets? I'm scared to join because I have no clue what to say. Well, you know, you can always write down what you want to say beforehand in case you don't know what to say. But we don't really talk about anything. Like, some people share their stories. Some people tell me that they've, like, achieved something, like graduated from school or, like, you know, got a promotion. Some people just, you know, ask me, like, how are you doing? Some people kind of like to give a little bit of information about themselves. Like, hey, I do this and that. So you can talk about whatever you want. As long as you are comfortable. My handler this time wasn't the one that I usually have, but she was also very nice. But she was like, by the way, is there a safe word you want? In case somebody, like, says something uncomfortable? And I'm like, I don't know, help? I just told her that if I really was uncomfortable, I'll just be like, help. You know, that's usually what I say anyways. I can't remember safe words. You know, every time I have to think about it, I'm like, wait, what was it again? I'm like, fuck. Like, it can't just be a random word. So, in my head, the only word that really works is help. Also, you know, I feel like even if something uncomfortable happens, I do think I'll be able to handle it. Usually, I'm so used to, like... You know, my mom... I grew up with a cuckoo mom and then, like, some other cuckoo people around me. I think I'm always uncomfortable. I'm very used to being uncomfortable, so it really doesn't matter to me. So... If anybody wants to top that, like, go ahead. Oh my god. So, there were some people who came all the way to this meet and greet from Japan and some other countries, like literally on the other side of the world. I was so shocked. There's like some really cute like Alouette who came and she was like, Nihon kara kita, and I was like, what? That's fucking crazy. That's so far. She's like, yeah, I came all the way here and I'm so nervous and I don't know what to say. And I'm like, oh my god, let me just say that coming here from the other side of the world for like a couple minutes is the craziest thing ever. Dude, like, that's a lot of fucking money. But, you know, they looked so happy. And they also, you know, wanted to come for like the Hop concert too. And I was just like, that's crazy that some people would like come from all the way from the other side of the world just to see their Oshi. I'm like, that is actually so much dedication. It's crazy to me. Yeah, but there are a lot of Alu peeps who like flew. And I was just like, every time they tell me that, I'm just in shock. I'm like, what? I don't even fly to see my parents that much. Are they also wearing happies? I think a lot of the Alu peeps who came from the other side of the world probably, unfortunately, didn't really weren't able to get the happies because it's probably really hard to ship them that far, and also the delivery prices and stuff like that. So I don't specifically remember if any of the Alu peeps who came from other countries wore happies, but it makes sense because it's just, the project started in the West, so it's more accessible to people who live in the West, I think. But yeah, just the fact that they flew all the way, I was really shocked. A lot of the Alu peeps came and spoke to me in Chinese too, and it's really funny because most of the time I do speak the majority in English, but when one person comes in and they're like, "Enna ni hao," my brain is like, "Oh my god, we gotta switch gears." I'm like, "Ni hao," and they're like, "Ah, 你真可爱，我想跟你照相." But "Oh my lord, I can understand everything you're saying, but my brain is stuck in English mode and I can't switch this fast, and I only have a minute to tell you things in Chinese." It's really funny. And then the next person comes in and they speak Japanese, and I'm like, "Oh my god, konnichiwa." It's, oh my lord, my brain is dying. I just saw a spider pass by, but I don't want it near my PC. What if they lay eggs in it? Hey! Can I go into my PC? Or don't lay eggs? Okay. What kind of spider? I don't know, it's really tiny. I feel like spiders are good, but also I don't want them near my PC because I don't want them to clog anything. Anyways. Oh my god, there's this one girl who came in and she was like, "I watched your Enka karaoke's with my grandparents and they really liked it." I was like, "What? That's so sweet." I feel like people who introduce their parents or their grandparents to VTubers are really sweet because you're kind of letting them into your life. It's "Oh, this is what I like to do. This is kind of the modern times and stuff like that." So it's really sweet to hear people say that they like to share their moments with their parents or grandparents. I thought it was really cute that someone told me that they listen to specifically Amangigoe with their grandparents, and it seems that older folks really like the more traditional sounding music, obviously, because it probably brings out some sort of nostalgia, even if their cultures are different. So it's really nice. Yeah, I kind of wish I could share this sort of stuff with my grandparents, but I'm not very close with my grandparents. But the fact that I can share it with my dad, I'm pretty happy about, so I get it. They watch your VODs with me sometimes when we have midnight thing. Yeah, you told me that too. I think it's really sweet, and it's a very nice way to spend time with your grandparents. And I think they just want to spend time with you, so whatever you enjoy, they are probably happy too, which is really sweet. I love that. I love that for you guys. It's really... I wish I could do that with my grandma, but she's so far. Also, I can barely speak Chinese. There's this one girl who told me she was gonna go to graduate school and she wanted advice on stressful times. But it was really funny because she had a cosplay on, and she usually when you have the bird feather hair, the feathers on your head, the ones I have, it's really hard to put on the headphones. So this girl just kept the headphones kept falling off. She's like, "Can I get some advice on, you know, for stressful times. And she's just really trying hard to keep the headphones off. Like, so when you're stressed, I can only imagine what she heard, because it would be really funny if I was giving her advice and it was like going in and out because of the headphones. It was so funny. It was so cute. But yeah, a lot of people like are going to college or like graduating, so good luck to you guys. It is September, so people start school usually around this time. Good luck to everyone who is starting school. You're probably gonna get really stressed, but you know what? You'll make it, because I believe in you. And I know that's very sounds very disingenuous to say, but I do. I think you guys will do it. But remember that no matter what happens, if you ever want to quit or you want to let go of something that you initially wanted, the world will not end. As my mother once said, the sky will not fall. Something, something. We should get earbuds so we can share earwax. Ew, that's disgusting. What's wrong with you, man? What is happening? How? You know what, guys? If you're into that, good for you. My mom always says stuff like, that's what my mom says too. My mom says the exact same thing. She's like, if you ever feel like you're failing and blah blah blah, just know that the sky isn't falling. I'm like, I don't give two shits if the sky isn't falling or not. It's not about the sky, it's about me. But I get what she's saying, and it's kind of true. Sorry, I'm still trying to remember some of the meet and greets. It's hard to think about everything. Oh, there was a guy who came in dressed as Sonny Brisco for like the Overture version, like his Overture outfit. It was really cute. He came in and he also sung Amangingoe. And I was like, wow, I've never seen a guy who wanted to be Sonny Brisco. That's so funny. It's so cute. I was like, he came in, I'm like, what? Sonny Brisco at my meet and greet? What a privilege. You know, it was so cute. I really liked the Overture cosplay. It was nice. People make the cosplays so fast. We just had it this year. Yeah. It was just Sunny. Yeah, imagine it was just Sunny. Like, Sunny cosplaying as... Wait, how does this work? Sunny cosplaying as a fan cosplaying as Sunny. That, honestly, I feel like that's what Sunny would do. That'd be so funny. But honestly, I don't think Sunny would come to my meet and greet. So, that's how I would tell. Oh, there were some really cute Ethyria cosplayers too. A lot of people were cosplaying the Ethyria's like the ponytail outfit. It was really cute. I guess because it looks very comfy and it's pretty easy to cosplay because it's kind of just like casual clothes. But yeah, I saw like 2 people who came into my meet and greets cosplaying as the comfy Wiwa cosplay. They were really cute. One of the cute Ethyria cosplayers was like, and I just want you to know that I think that you're a Rizzler. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, I actually think you have so much charm and Riz. I was like, girl, I don't know what you're trying to do. Do you want me to like confess to my best friend Ethyria Pandora? Like, is that what you want me to do, man? Like, she gave me so much encouragement. I was like, wow, maybe I should shoot my shot. Now's the time. It's a sign, guys. It's a sign. And then we also had like, during her meet and greet, we had some technical difficulties because of the internet. So even my handler had to like leave the booth for like a couple seconds. So I don't know if this is a sign from the universe, but I feel like I need to like have a a intimate talk with Elira Pandora or something. I'm like, whoa. First, this girl comes in with my Weewa cosplay. Tell me that I'm a Rizzler, and then we have time spent together. This is like a foreshadow to the future. Crazy. The ship is real, guys. Solar Dawn! And we sang Solar Dawn we released it. Wait, it wasn't this year. It was actually last year, technically. But you know what? Anyways, the sign is strong, guys. The sign is strong. A lot of people who came into the meet and greet were also like, I just really want to tell you that I am very proud of the fact that you talked about your pap smear. And all I could do was look at my handler and just pray that she wasn't judging. Like, this girl, I don't think this girl really knew me too well. The handler, I mean. But just imagine like a good amount of people coming in and being like, girl, I just got my pap smear because of you. And I'm looking at my handler like, I just want to clarify that I don't say anything weird on stream. Okay, I'm just trying to encourage girlies. Like, so many people came in like, because of you, I did my first pap smear too. I did my pap smear just last week before coming here. And I'm like, okay guys. Okay guys. I just want to be normal. Some people came in, they're like, girl, I'm on my period. And, you know, I don't know what my handler was thinking. She was really timid. But, you know, I can only imagine what she thinks I'd talk about. Yeah, it's so funny. I think it's really sweet though. I'm really happy that a lot of girlies who came in told me that they also got their pap smears or they were encouraged to do it too. That actually genuinely makes me so happy. Do you know how hard it was for me to get a pap smear? Like, it was really difficult. It was like a huge mental block for the longest time. So actually, I'm very proud of every single person who came in and told me that they did their pap smear for the first time. I was shocked. I was like, what? I have influence of some sort and it wasn't like something bad? Okay, good. Yeah, thank you guys for telling me. Even though it was really funny because someone else was in the room. But, yeah, I think it's very important. Well, now I believe that it is important because, you know, health stuff is so... Like, it isn't until you get sick where you actually start to think, I'm like, I really took my health for granted. Like, don't do that. And also, it's very expensive once you do get sick, you know, like medication and stuff like that. So you really want to take care of yourselves and not get to that point. So continue to do your yearly smears, and for the dudes, you know, let that doctor stick that finger up your ass. Like, yeah, it's worth it if it's to catch something that's gonna make you unhealthy. Hi doc, you heard her. I know. And maybe one day in the future, with all of our taxes combined, somebody in this world will finally come up with some sort of equipment where we don't have to keep getting, like, fucking poked at by some stick, you know? I don't know. We could travel to the moon, but for some reason, we still have to put stuff in just to, like, I don't know. Can we just have, like, some sort of magic x-ray or something? Thank you very much. It'll probably be a robot AI doctor named Fisto. Man. That's funny. X-ray 8K. I know! I feel like we could come up with something like that. Assume the position! Let me think. Oh my god! There's this one person who came into the meet and greet that told me a really sweet story. Also, this person came to my meet and greet before and they talked about their father. But this time, they brought their father. It was so sweet. They were like, okay, I need to tell you a story, but also I have my father here, so he's gonna come after me. It was so sweet. Like, okay, so actually I met my best friend. I think they were saying that like once upon a time there was a jar. I think the thing was like there was this jar, and if people tipped me or tipped this jar, like it would go up in flames. I don't know why you guys hate me, but I don't really care. If you can find your best friend like this, then congratulations. Sure. Yeah. So the more you, I guess the thing was like if you put money in this jar, like I'll go up in flames or something. And then so this person told me that they met their best friend because they were both at this booth, and they're like, oh man, I don't have $1 to burn an Alouette. And so this person gave their to-be bestie $1, and then they talked, and then they eventually became besties. And it was a very sweet story, and I don't know why, but they wouldn't really like tell me too much about this jar that like would put me into flames. Like they're like, yeah, that's not important. And I was like, okay. But the sweet thing was that their father was after them, so we actually took a picture like all together and separately too. The dad was so unexpected. I was like, oh my god, I get to speak to somebody's father. That's crazy. They're like, yeah, we've been supporting you guys as a family, and we watch you guys together. And the dad was wearing the happy. Oh my god, I was like, what? That's crazy. Somebody's father. I have a soft spot for fathers, you know, because I love my dad. So knowing that, you know, one of the Alu Peeps' fathers came, I was like, what? This is so sweet. And apparently they watch us as a family, and I think that's really sweet. And I was like, hey, can you bring your wife next time? And I felt like kind of like dirty saying that. I was like, yo man, can you bring your wife next time? Especially because like this time during the Hop concert, I was like asking everybody to bring their girlfriends so I could steal them. So I was like, whoa, but this one was a wholesome ask. I was like, I want to meet your wife. Yeah. It was so sweet. I was really happy that they brought their dad, especially because last time they were like, next time I'm gonna bring my dad. I was like, what? I want to bring my dad too. My dad would never do this, you know? He'd be like, just go by yourself. I'm too old. It's so cool when family will go out of their way to like do something together. Man, my parents suck sometimes. Yeah, I was really happy. It was like a really nice moment. I remember I wanted to go to the hair salon with my dad. My dad's like, you can do this by yourself. You got this. Like, come on, Dad. The point is to spend time together. Jesus. Yeah. That was very sweet. There were a couple of people who also, like... This one guy, he was so enthusiastic. He was like, and I finally got your ticket after 2 years. And he was just, like, so positive about it. And I was like, oh my god... I'm so happy to finally see your face and like meet you. I was like, yeah, I've been like every single year I try to fight for these tickets, but this is the year. And I was like, I think this is the best year because, you know, the meet and greets this time were in 3D. So, you know, it's kind of different because in the past we were all using our 2D models. Even the Hop concert was in 3D too. And, you know, I had a lot of technical difficulties because of the internet, but for the most part, most people were pretty crispy, like clear, and I was just really crunchy. Actually, it was really funny. There were so many like crunchy moments that like Shu during the Hop concert was just like frame by frame. It was fucking hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. It was so fucking funny. I like screenshotted so much from that, like from people who recorded the videos and stuff. I like looked them up on Twitter and I just screenshotted them because it was just so fucking funny. Like she was just literally at one point moving like a PNG, and it was the funniest shit ever. And I don't know why, but I was just crunchy the whole time. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I think when we're all together, there's just too much to handle. Because like when we're individually, it's fine. Well, you know, I had problems in the meet and greet because I think my booth was just placed far from the internet. But especially when we were all coming together, like some of us would be really, really crunchy, and then some would be not. So yeah, but it was really funny. At least it was Mimi. I feel like it's very EN to be this Mimi. You and Claude look like you were deep fried. Was Claude deep fried? I couldn't tell. Yeah, I was literally at 240p. It was fucking crazy. It was funny. You could see the green screen too. It's funny. There's so many. Oh yeah, and Sunny too. I don't know what the fuck Sunny was doing like the whole fucking Hop concert. He couldn't stop moving his hands. I was like, bro, what is this thing? It was so funny. Oh my god, there's just so much meme every time we do anime impulse. It's so fun. I love it. Yeah. Let me think. Oh my god. Well, I feel like I can talk about this person because like... So Spooky was the person who like organized the whole Happy project. So thank you very much, Spooky. I'm really happy that so many Alouette peeps came and wore the Happy. Like I was quite surprised that so many people got it and wore it. So thank you so much. And Spooky always does this weird thing during her meet and greets where she likes to mind fuck me. Last time it was kind of like last time she would come in like every for example, if she bought like 3 minutes, she would come in 3 times but for only 1 minute, but she would just do the same thing. She'll be like, oops, I dropped this, I'm so clumsy today, and it happened like 3 times. And I was like, what's happening this time? I guess her plan was to like, I think she might have bought like 3 minutes or something, or maybe more, I don't know, or 4. So her plan was to come in 4 times, 1 minute each, and have a new outfit every time. But I think unfortunately, due to like the traffic and stuff, the Anime Impulse staff declined that idea, and so instead, Spooky came into my meet and greet booth and like speed runned the outfit. Like, okay, so now close your eyes, and now I'm gonna put on this outfit. You can open them now. I was like, bro, why do you have so many ideas? Yeah, I mean, it was kind of unfortunate, but I kind of get it because like the conventions are really busy sometimes, and it's just really hard for the staff to manage, and that's okay. But I just think that it's really funny that every time like Spooky's coming to these meet and greets, like there's always some sort of like mindfuckery. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like I remember the very first time she came in, we would be like, oh my god, thank you so much. And now it's just like girls just trying to like fuck me up every time. I think it's the funniest shit ever. Yeah, it's so funny. And I really liked your I really liked the cosplay you did this time. I think it's so crazy that people can just like cosplays. Like the outfit just came out, like the Overture outfit just came out this year, and people already like cosplay it. Like what? How do you guys do this? It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, just, you know, shout out to Spooky, and I think it's okay to mention them because honestly I feel like you're just trying to give me content, which I really appreciate, so it's funny. OG plan would have been epic, yeah. I'm really glad I got to see you too, Pinkerton. Oh my god, a lot of familiar Alouette peeps came in, and you know, especially this time when they come in for like the... I think most of you guys are coming in for like the 3rd time. Like, we're just talking as if we're friends, you know? Kind of like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, you got a girlfriend yet? Ha, no, ha. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. And some people were wearing the Il Petra shirt, which I'm really happy about. The Il Petra shirt is a combination. It's a shirt that Petra and I made on, what's that game called? Jackbox? But what's the specific game called? Yeah, we made that a while ago. Petra drew the pentomal, and then I put a caption, which was Il Petra. It's one of my favorite shirts ever. I have one too, and Petra has another shirt as well. So a lot of you, like I saw you and one other peep wear the Il Petra shirt, and I was so happy. I was like, we're matching! It's like one of the best t-shirts ever. I love it. Oh yes, and I got a special message delivered from Pinky to Nicola. So Oh wait, what? No. A special message delivered to me from Nicola, sorry. Thank you so much for your message, I heard it! Thank you. It's very sweet that you guys deliver messages for each other. That makes me happy too. You guys are all like so connected. I wonder like if you guys are so connected, do you guys like talk shit behind my back like in the server? You know, in the fan servers, like you guys be like, you know, I feel like Enna's getting old, blah 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 blah, irrelevant. Do you do that all the time? Maybe I should like make a fake Discord account and join it and be like, hey guys. Honestly, I think about doing it, but then I'm too lazy to actually do it. Keeps doing the same jokes. Yeah, but you've been here longer than the jokes that I keep recycling, so I mean, tells me more about you than myself. I assume you already do that. Actually, I don't. You know why? I try really hard and I put in effort not to look for things that are talked about regarding me, good or bad. I just want to make it a habit. I don't really want to like, you know, look for people who are talking about me, you know, even if it's good stuff, because, you know, I don't want to get like this weird habit of, you know, seeking for validation or seeking for feedback or criticism. If I really want feedback and genuine criticism, I have friends who will just tell me to my face what I need to work on. Also, you know, if I really want feedback, I'll probably ask you guys in the stream too. And I know a lot of people argue that when you do that, people in the chat will be nice about it. But I mean, I think that matters more because the people in the chat are the people who are watching you every day. So if you're looking for feedback and criticism on, you know, forums where people watch you, like they only see clips of you that are maybe like misinterpreted on purpose, like you're not gonna get like genuine feedback or criticism, you know? So I feel like if people really wanted feedback and criticism on what they can improve on or what they should change, you should definitely ask the people who watch you every day and not the people who only watch you sometimes. Anyways, I'm my biggest critique, so I don't generally need to really ask people for critiques, because I'm my biggest judge. Considering the server has 3,000 mentions of feet, maybe it's best that you're not looking in there. Yeah. Honestly, I don't want to know. I didn't really actually want to know that. No. Thanks. Maybe it's for the best. Please use your real voice while streaming. Okay. Let's see. Trying to think what else. Okay, there's this dude. Okay, I feel like this dude I've met before at the last meet and greet. Do you guys remember this one guy who told me to spit in his shoe? I think it was him. And if it's not, I'm very sorry. But I'm like 80% sure. This man came back. And yeah, I was like, I feel like he never tells me his name. He never wants a photo. Like never. Like I can only ever call this person anonymous man. Yeah. No. This time he didn't ask me to spit in his shoe, thankfully. This guy came in. And he was wearing like casual clothes and like this like cute bucket hat thingy. He comes in, he takes off his clothes, and underneath his clothes was a suit. First of all, how did you not die? I feel like it was really hot there. He takes off his clothes and then underneath was a suit, and then from his backpack he has like a bouquet of flowers. And then he like points them towards me. He puts on the headphones and I'm like, are these for me? Thanks, man. And then he like turns to the handler and he's like, what are you talking about? These are for her. I just wanted to see her. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty sweet, you know? I think it's really nice if you brought flowers for the handler. Let's just pray that she's not allergic. But yeah, and then we played a game of truth or dare. And it was really fun. I can't quite remember like what it was. I was too like busy thinking like, is this the guy who asked me to spit in his shoe last time? Or is... Like, I didn't ask either because I wanted him to, you know, speak and use up the time more. And then he was like, before I go, I have a letter for you. And I'm gonna leave it with the handler so they can send it. I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, are you sending me threats? Like, I'm so scared. Like, and then the handler was like, do you want a photo with her? It's like, no. And then he puts back his clothes on, like the casual clothes, and then he just leaves. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, who is this guy? This iconic, mysterious guy who keeps showing up at my meet and greets? Like, what? There's like so many people trying to mind fuck me. I'm like, guys, can we just... I'm so confused. Yeah, he's a character, like for real. I'm pretty sure that was him from last time, but I could be wrong. But I'm like pretty confident. Yeah, I can't wait to get that letter. I really want to know what it says. And the flower thing was really funny. But I really hope the handler did take the flowers home. Because I couldn't have taken them. No, it was so funny. But also, like, how the fuck do you wear like a suit underneath casual clothes? You'll die. I'll die. It's so hot. By the way, guys. One of the Alu peeps. One of the Alu peeps who was wearing the Il Petra shirt and the happy. He came in and he was like, you wanna marry me? And I was like, well, he told me that he wants to marry me, and I was like, bro, I feel like I've been here for so long, I'm surprised anybody like even tries. Yeah, I feel like in my first ever meet and greet at Anime Impulse, a lot of people are like, Enna, will you marry me? And then, you know, I'm just like calling these people out on stream like, guys, I don't know what kind of fucking cocaine you're snorting. But like, you know, keep that ring for someone else, okay? But, you know, I was shocked that there's still one left that I have to filter through. Like, this guy came in and was like, yeah, you wanna marry me? I'm like, bro, who the fuck? You're wearing an Il Petra shirt. Like, what? Marry Petra, man. Like, I was like, bro, I'm surprised people still ask that. It's such a 2021 to 2022 VTuber era thing. It was so funny. I'll never forget these people who just like crouch down and be like, will you marry me? Like, wow, I've been proposed to so many times. I could tell my mom. Yeah, it was so funny though. But sorry guys, I can't. I'm already married. To Caleb. I didn't pull for the banner, but I watched my friend pull for the banner, so technically I'm married through third parties. You should use that as an ego booster. Honestly, yeah, I feel like he was just saying it to boost my ego, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I was happy. Thank you. You know? It's funny. Oh my god, you know what else? Okay, there's only 2 people who showed up at my meet and greet who were telling me that they were like in the medical field, but I just think that's so crazy. Like, there was this one guy who was like, I'm a doctor, but you know, I never have time to like do anything that I want to do because I was like the stereotypical oppressed Asian kid. Always did what my parents wanted me to do. But, you know, ever since you started singing, it inspired me to like be a part of projects, and I love music, you know, on the side and stuff, and I'm starting to do that more. And I just couldn't come to the idea that if you're a doctor, you have any time for that. But you know what? I'm really happy that you can find time to do something that you like to do, because I think it is really important. Like, imagine doing your job non-stop every single day. Imagine that. That'd be so miserable. That's my homie. Yeah, like, I was like, you're a doctor, you have time to watch VTubers and be a part of projects. That's crazy. But actually, you know, it's crazy because like that is a lot of work. Like, you must be so exhausted, but you still put in like time and space to do something that you like, and that is a lot of effort. Some people would just like, you know, pass out after work, but it is a real effort to kind of keep up with things that, you know, take you away from work sometimes. So yeah, if you guys are ever drowning in work, I think you need to remember that as much as it is tiring, it is also very important to put aside time and space to do something else. Because that's what, like, helps you. Yeah, there's this other lady, too. I believe she came to my past meet and greets, too. But, she works as, like, I might be remembering wrong, but she works as a nurse, but in the evenings to night. And she's always so sweet. She's always like, I just want you to know, and I feel like you don't hear it enough, but you're doing such a good job. Like, she said this the last time we met too, and she's like, the way she speaks is so reassuring and so sweet, and I instantly remembered her. I was like, hey, you're that nurse that like, oh my god, it's so hard to find a nurturing, like, person in the medical field, at least from my experience. Every time I bump into some nurse or doctor, they're always kind of like not super empathetic. So it's really nice that meeting someone like that at my meet and greet really overrides like my perception of people in the medical field. I kind of start to remember that you guys are human too. Yeah. Yeah, it was so nice. So many people came in and just said a lot of encouraging words. They're just like, I think the girls really need to hear it more. And I felt really seen, I feel like, especially coming from last year, like, man, we just got so much shit. When I say we, I mean like certain individuals, which I think is so unfair. But I think a lot of people noticed that, and in this meet and greet, so many people came and just went out of their way to be like, we're here to support you, and we know that you guys are good people. And I just like, that really meant a lot, so thank you. Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing I have to remember. That like, there's people who really do believe in us, and I need to look at that rather than the smaller things like numbers or how many like I'm sure you guys can notice like there's been a huge decline in a lot of our views and analytics. And like when people decide to step back or away from something that they think is not good for them, I respect that. I have no problem with that. It's more about like, I kind of talked about this in memberships, but it's more about the fact that there's a lot of like planted seeds that people plant. And it's been very targeted. These seeds could be coming from people who don't watch us or people who are just hateful. Some of these seeds are actually planted by like, maybe people who are a little bit more closer to us too, which is really hurtful. And even if it's not on purpose, or maybe sometimes when people talk about certain things they're not as careful with their words, a lot of these things can add up, and that's how rumors start, and that's how like narratives start. And unfortunately, like a lot of people here have a big target on their back. I don't really know if I'm one of them, but I feel a lot of the heat from that since last year. I do think it's really unfair. I think it's definitely okay if people don't want to watch NIJISANJI, or if they think that Niji is not like a place that they want to be a part of. I think that's super duper fair, and that's okay. But when people are going around planting seeds, and even though they don't want to be associated with us, when you're planting seeds, you are still kind of like associating yourself with us, and also more than that, hurting people. And I think that's never right to do. You could have a lot of like bitter feelings, or you could have bad experiences, but the thing is like you're also making these bad experiences for the next person. So you're not really doing anything to solve the problem. You're kind of just making it bigger. And I see a lot of people exploiting that too, and kind of using that as a way to gain some sort of sympathy points from the audience. And, I don't really like to speak out too much about this because I feel like people will misinterpret what I say. But I strongly, strongly believe that, like, that's not the right thing to do. And if you're not part of the solution, you're definitely just adding to the problem. I think it's really uncool to be like, you know, slandering or hinting at slander. You know, I get being petty and stuff like that, and sometimes mistakes happen, and I totally understand that sometimes you can just be very emotional, and in the moment you can just be like not thinking too much and saying these things. But it's come to a point where like a lot of people are starting to exploit that sort of thing, and you can really profit off of it, and it's super uncool. It seems to be very accepted lately, and I'm really disappointed in, you know, in that sort of community that we're enabling this sort of behavior. I think that's really disrespectful. And, you know, no matter how valid your bad experiences are, if you're ultimately planting seeds and making other people suffer or feel bad from what you're saying or from your perspective of your own stories, like you're literally essentially doing the same thing that has happened to you. You're basically just adding to the domino effect instead of just speaking out. And, you know, there's a way to speak out about your experiences and empower yourself, but there's also a way where you're speaking out and it's pointing fingers at people or like kind of like insinuating some sort of hate. Like, you can't really control these things, but I feel like if people have the platform to kind of like have that influence, you kind of know what you're doing, you know? You've been in this industry long enough to know how the internet works, so you know that whenever you insinuate anything or plant seeds, like, it affects more than just, you know, you and other people. It affects all of us. So, you know, I just want to say, like, I've been seeing a lot of that, and it's really hurt individuals. And yeah, I stand by what I say. I think it's really wrong. I don't think a lot of people like to speak up about that because it's really scary. Because it's like, you know, everyone hates us or something. But I don't really think it's good to shy away from behavior like that. Like, if it's bad behavior, it's bad behavior. So, you know, just a kind reminder to everyone here, don't engage in like unnecessary bad threads or conversations. You know, don't go around arguing with people. Like, it's really, really like unnecessary. It just doesn't do anything. So yeah, kind reminder. And also, you know, think about what people are saying sometimes. You know, I know that influencers, they have a way of speaking, and it can very much make people believe that what they're saying is right. And yeah, maybe they are, but you know, a lot of the times it's just airing out some vent, and it comes from a very like emotionally charged space. And I think we need to realize that there's a way to do it without hurting other people. And sometimes maybe these people are not really expressing it in the most healthiest way. I mentioned this more in memberships, but I feel like it's a good time to kind of mention it because it's already been like over a year. But yeah, there's too many people who are doing it, and I think it's really hurtful, you know? So just kind of be on the lookout for that sort of behavior. One of my favorite things is seeing people end the hate chain and replace it with kindness. Yeah, like I see a lot of people like fans and people just like end that sort of thing. So I really appreciate it. It's really hard to, because you know, the internet gets so riled up. People love like arguing, and they love like proving each other wrong. But that's not really the point. The point is just to like enjoy what you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy and you don't support something, just like don't interact or even talk about it. It's, you know, it's not in your domain anymore. I just don't understand why, you know, people who get hurt have to continue the hurt. Well, I understand where it comes from, but you know, I don't think like it's wise to really think that that behavior is okay, you know? Like, I've been seeing it way too often, and yeah, it's like really bothering me because it affects me, it affects my friends. Like, it's super duper like not cool. And you know, I think everybody just wants to have a nice time. We can all enjoy what we want to enjoy without, like, you know, hating on someone. But yeah, like, to my community, I don't want you guys to ever put someone down just to put me up. You know, if I see that, I'm gonna call you out. Or, like, send a kind and friendly reminder. But yeah, like, I know it's very easy to get riled up, but there are very important things in life we all need to make habit of. And one of them is to know and choose your battles. This is what I've learned from being a streamer the past 3 years. I can be a very petty person too. But ultimately, I do look back and I'm like, okay. Sometimes I can be very immature, but you know, at least I can catch it. Only way to cancel out hate is with love at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, or you can just ignore it. Do your own thing. Remember as Alouettes that we not only represent our personal selves, but also our Oshi. Yeah, I mean, I can't control what you guys do. But, you know, if you have, like, a strong association with any community or fan base, just be careful of what you say, you know? You're kind of, like, representing all of us. I really, really would not want an Alouette going around being like, this person sucks! Like, okay, man, like, sure, you can feel that way, but you don't have to tweet it. Just say it to your mom at home or something, you know? That's what mothers are for. You just tell your mom, be like, Mom, this is person on the internet that I absolutely hate. Like, yeah, just do that. You don't have to, like, bring it to Twitter. You're not even famous enough to, like, get that tweet, like, far, you know? And you know what? If your hate tweet does get far enough to get that many interactions, wow, that's so sad. Because that's, like, the worst tweet that you could get famous for. Imagine getting famous for being hateful. That's crazy. I mean, unless you want that, then you got it, man. Can't imagine my mom listening to me vent about niche internet discourse. Well, I do that to my dad. I'm like, Dad, this is happening on the internet. It is very hard to explain because, you know, our parents are, like, in a different generation. But, you know, I'm like, guys, we're only here for a short time. Let's just chill, okay? Brock will me to shut up and touch some grass. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even realize there was this AI thing on Twitter. I thought it was a real person. I was like, who the fuck is Grok? Anyway, that's just my reminder because, like, a lot of people during the meet and greets were really supportive and said some really nice things. It made me realize that we have a lot more supporters than I thought. We're just more quiet about it because that's, you know, what is there to say? Like, we're not gonna be like, I support Enna Alouette! Like, no, it's okay, guys. You don't have to yell at them. That's good. Like, let's be humble about it. It's funny, though. But yeah, thank you guys to everyone who showed up at the meet and greet. I'm really sorry if I can't remember every single thing. My head is, like, dead. But just know that to all of us, me included, we're so happy to see you guys. And yeah, it must have been really, like, draining financially, energetically. But you guys showed up anyways, and it was a really fun time. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Hop concert too. We sang some really, like, I feel like this year our Hop concert set list was super normie. I loved it. It was like, Uki and Ethyria sang Gnarly. I was so happy. I was like, yes! Gnarly! And then I think it was Wiwa and Shu, they duetted Apata. Apata, Apata. And then Petra also sang, like, Oh fuck, I forgot who the artist's name is. Like Chappelle. I have no idea who Chappelle is. Yeah, we had like a bunch of normie songs. I loved it. Cool. Chappelle Rowan. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what the song is, but it was so normie. Oh! Yeah, I don't know this artist. It's called Good Luck Babe. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of this song, but I never knew where it came from. My lesbian icon. Oh shit. Yeah, I've never heard of this lady. But I like the song that Petra sang, so I'll check it out. Yeah, I feel like the set was... Well, there's also my smoking out the window. Yeah, there's like a good mix of like weeb and normie. I liked it. It was so cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Hop concert. Sorry for all the scuff, but actually it was quite memey, so it's funny. You ever heard Hot to Go? No. I gotta check her out more. I feel like I probably heard a lot of her songs from like restaurants or like stores, but I never knew who this person was. Yeah, I hope we get to do a meet and greet again. I'll be doing quite a bit for like some other places, so I'll see you guys there. It won't be for a while though. But I hope we get to do one in America again. I'll start reading super chats because there's been a lot of people who are like, oh my god, wait, you know what? I forgot to mention, towards the end of the meet and greet, they were like, I don't know what happened, it started getting kind of masochistic. Towards the end, like, a good, like, 3 to 4 people came in. Like, the last 4 girls. Okay, I don't know if they were all friends or I don't know. It didn't seem like they all knew each other. But, like, the last 4 people, specifically, like, one by one, when they came in, they all asked me to call them a fucking bitch. I was like, what is happening? It just happened all of a sudden. Like, nobody in between or in the earlier meet and greets asked me that. But specifically the last 4 people all came in and was like, I really like you, blah, 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 blah. I have a request. And I was like, yeah, what is it? Oh, yeah, my favorite color, yeah, it's blue. And then these really, they're all girls, by the way. These really cute girls are all like, could you call me a fucking bitch? And I'm like, what territory am I entering, man? Like, what is this? Like, oh my lord. And it's really hard to call people a fucking bitch when you're not actually, like, thinking that, you know? I don't go around being like, you're a bitch, fuck you. I only do that when it like fits the scenario. But these like really cute girls come in and like, can you call me a bitch? I'm like, what the fuck am I? Like, okay. It was so like, I feel like I had to do some sort of role play that I like really couldn't do. I was like, okay, you're a bitch. I'm like, hi, thank you. They were so cute, but also I was like, whoa, you guys are so masochistic. Like, what's happening? You were famous for that in your early career. I know. Why are you guys saying early career? Like, I'm so old. It was so funny. I was like, what is happening? I looked at my handler. I'm like, this is the 3rd person that's asked me this question. It was so funny. Is it okay to ask that? Because I'm 100% gonna ask it if I ever went to the meet and greets. I mean, I don't mind. I just think it's really funny and it's really like, it gives me whiplash. I'm like, what? Imagine a cute girl coming in and be like, hee 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 hee. Ha ha ha. Could you call me a fucking bitch? I'm okay. Okay. And I don't even like put my all into it. I'm like, you're a fucking bitch. And they're like, oh my god, thank you. I'm like, okay. Do you want me to spank you on the ass too? As a bonus? Okay. You know what? I should get a handler where they like are comfortable doing that in my steed. With like a rice paddle or something. Be like, give you the Asian experience. Is that too much? Just watch me never get meet and greets anymore. That's crazy. I mean, that's like 4-dimensional, no? You know, like those movies where they say that it's 4D and they spray water? That's like me, like VTubers. Like, I'm in 3D, so going beyond that, if I spank your ass, then I guess that counts as 4D. But I'm not actually the one spanking, it's someone else, you know? I don't want to spank your ass. Gross. You might sell out even faster. Honestly, I'd be so disappointed because I'm like, guys, I thought we were normal. Not to kink shame. But you know what? I think kink shaming is fine, you know? It's not like I'm stopping you from doing your kink. I'm just shaming you. A little bit of shame is fine, guys. I don't know why people are always like, don't kink shame, don't shame this. No, I feel like shaming is good, okay? Shaming puts all of us in discipline. If people didn't shame me, I would be like crazy. Okay? I'd be like spitting things that I really shouldn't be saying left and right, okay? But because I get shamed, I am so much more calmer and so much more reflective. So, be shamed, be shamed. Shame is good. Yeah, shaming doesn't mean that I'm telling you to stop. It just means I'm telling you, like, you need help. Maybe you should reflect on something. Maybe adjust yourself. Yeah. Like, don't berate someone. Be like, you are a terrible human being. You should die. Like, that's different. That's not really shaming. That's just telling somebody to die. That's different. Yeah. You gotta do it in a way where it doesn't make them feel, like, bad that they, you know, need to disappear, but... yeah, that's just being mean. This is like a good moderation to shaming a little bit. But yeah, anyways, you know, if you like that sort of stuff, good for you. I hope you find what you need to find. But I just want you to know that you will not find it here, okay? I do not enjoy calling people fucking bitch, okay? I just say it when I'm riled up because, like, yeah, when people are being fucking bitches, like, I just call it out, like, you're being a fucking bitch. But not everybody's a fucking bitch, especially if you're cute girly coming to my meet and greet to say hello. Like, I can't find, you know, the anger within me to call you a bitch. Like, it's just really hard. Anyways, if you still want me to do it, I'll do it. You know, I'll do anything because I feel like you guys paid so much money. I should do something, you know? So sure. By the way, please, for next time's Anime Impulse meet and greet, please don't ask me to spank your ass. That was a joke. Okay, please don't ask the handler to do that. That's just gonna be like harassment. That is a joke that we will never mention again after the stream. Thank you. I kinda wish I could be a handler for a VTuber meet and greet. That'd be so funny. I wanna do it so bad. I wanna do it and be like, hi! Let me give me a safe word in case you need me to chime in. And then they'll say the safe word. I'll be like, what? What is she saying? I don't get it. Yeah, it'll be so fun. I would recognize your voice immediately. Well, what if I use a voice changer?
Hello. Alright, what you're gonna do is put on the headphones. And then I want you to speak clearly into the mic and look up there. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna read some super chats because I'm gonna forget. Pinkerton, thanks for the super. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming to the meet and greet. You look like you never aged, and I think you're low-key a vampire. Loitan, thank you so much for the super. I hope next time you can make it to the meet and greets. Oh wait, I did tell you a really funny story. I just remembered. Can I call you out, Keelage? I already said it. Okay, so Keelage in the chat right there on like 3rd row, bottom left. Okay, this guy came in, and oh my god, I almost forgot to tell this funny ass story. I was like dying. He came in, he's like, do you remember me? And I was like, kind of. And I actually like thought he was someone else, but I recognized the face. I was like, I know. I feel like he got like a new haircut and glowed up. So I was like, what the fuck? In a year, people can just change like that. And then when I recognized him, I was like, oh my god, how are you doing? And then this time, I feel like you were so much less shy, which I thought was really like, I was really happy about that because it's like, whoa, all we have to do is just break the ice the first time, and then the second time and onwards, it's like, you know, it's like we're talking as friends. This guy comes in, he's like,
So basically, I bought a ticket to another Anime Impulse convention.
I didn't even know there was like another one happening at the same time or something, but this guy basically bought an airplane ticket to the wrong convention. And then I'm guessing he couldn't get a refund, because usually that's the case. But so last minute he had to like buy the ticket to the correct convention, which also I believe includes like the flight as well. So I was like, oh my god, that really fucking sucks. It's really, really funny though, and you know, I felt so bad. But this guy like still showed up to the meet and greet. Like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I really feel bad for you that you spent so much money. Yeah, I had to take another flight and I booked one as fast as possible. Yeah, I feel really like happy that you went out of your way to do that, but also I wish I could give you like, you know, a refund or something. But yeah, that's so fucking crazy. And you know what? Like, I did something not as like bad, I guess, but like similar. I bought like bus tickets that lasted only a week, but I realized that my trip was like 2 days after the week of the bus tickets. So basically I spent like, you know, I kind of wasted like $30. Which isn't as much as like an airplane ticket, but you know, it's stuff like this happens all the time. It was just really funny because he came in and he was like, yeah. He was so casual about it too. He had like his hands in his pockets like, yeah. So that happened. And I was like, man, thanks for showing up. Aloo peeps are so... They really show up, you know? I love that. Thank you. It was so funny. Content story. I know, I almost forgot to talk about it. I feel like I'm so sleepy I can't really like remember everything, but yeah, thank you guys. Oh my god, that's crazy that you got like a ticket to another convention. Like, wait, so like, was it also Anime Impulse or was it like another convention? Like, I don't. Does Anime Impulse like? I feel like they only open one at a time, no? But I could be wrong. Maybe in different states or something. I feel like they usually just open one at a time. It might be like, might have been like a mix-up with like just a completely other convention. The only other Anime Impulse is Dallas in November. Was the one I went to from 8 months ago. The ticket I bought was the correct one. I just flew out to the one from... Oh, okay, I see. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because like... Okay, yeah, I get it. Because they like open conventions in different places. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something. Then the Uber said 670. Oh my fucking god, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh yeah, you told me because you're like... And then I realized I was in the wrong place because my Uber costed like $600. I was like, what? That's crazy. This is the type of thing I would do too. That's like my worst nightmare, but I've done it before. You know, it's really hard. Like booking flights and dates and stuff. Like that sort of stuff is so difficult. You have to look at the date and the time, and then you have to make sure that you didn't misread it. One time when I was going to Japan, I almost went on the flight to Barcelona. But good thing the staff people were like, no, your flight is the one that's next door, not this one. And I was like, oh shit, I almost went on the wrong plane. I would have ended up like in Barcelona. How? I don't know, because sometimes things like this just happen. You know, sometimes your brain is just so foggy. Like, wow. But yeah, anyways, I hope everybody got home safe, okay? And even though maybe some of you guys put in a little extra money, I'm glad that at the end of the day, you got to, you know, make it to places where you needed to be and got home safely. That's all that matters, you know? As my father tells me, money is to be spent, you know? By the way, this doesn't apply to gacha players, okay? You guys spend way too much money for no reason, so that's different. It's a different rule for you guys. Okay, Happy Bar, thank you so much for the soup. I won't be able to watch this live, but it was so nice meeting you. I forgot my script and started blabbering, but I promise I'm not that awkward. Or that I hope. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to the meet and greet. It was really funny. And yeah, I remember you told me you didn't write anything down, but I'm glad that you started blabbering because if you didn't, I would just be standing there in awkward silence. So you did us a favor. And it was really nice seeing you. Miguel, thank you for the super. Hi, it was so fun getting to meet and greet you. Have a nice stream. Yeah, it was so nice meeting you too. I feel like I almost didn't meet you at all. Thank you. Tokoshie, thanks so much for the super. It's baby's first swimming lesson today. What? Your baby's gonna learn how to swim before me. That's crazy. I'm using my Enna tote bag to carry her swim stuff. Miss Tokoshie has given her permission. That's so cute. I hope the first swimming lesson goes well and that your baby doesn't drown. Good luck. That's really cute. Pinkerton, thanks for the AFK super. Tata, thank you for the rose super. Tomo! Super chat, arigato! I need to translate this, hold on. Hajimemashite! Menoko-sanの 3D 記念配信でエナさんのことを知ってとても素敵な歌声が好きになりました。応援しています。頑張ってください。ありがとう。日本語あまり喋られないんですけど、いつも少しだけ勉強します。日本語喋るなアルピース大好きです。プラトニクリ。Jozu, thank you. Guys, I really need to take a Japanese class. I can't anymore. I tried to like... I honestly... If I have to be honest, I'm not trying too hard. So maybe I should take a class. Arigato. The JST Alu peeps are probably sleeping. Pinkerton, thanks again for the soup. We gotta drop for a bit to handle morning chores. We'll rejoin later if you're still chatting. Thank you again for the fun time at AI. And have a fun Zatsu. Thank you! Thanks for dropping by! Thank you, Pinky. 60 Long, thank you for the super. Thank you, Strawberry. Thank you for the super. Hi, Anna. It was so fun meeting you at Anime Impulse. I was the Petra cosplayer who you said had a 32 out of 10 personality. Oh my god, yeah, I love your Petra cosplay. It's so cute. Did you get to show it to Petra? I still say you have mid-taste in 2D men. Oh my god, that was fucking you! I'm sorry, but like, you were cosplaying as Petra. I love you, Petra. Just take it, okay? Just take it. 61, thanks again for the super. Akito, thank you for the super. Hi, Anna, I'm actually lost. May I ask for some direction? I have this map, but this doesn't really tell me the way to your heart. Actually, my heart is closed off. It's been broken many times, and now I think that everybody is terrible. Sorry, Akito. Sumimasen. Tata, thanks for the super and for the wink super. And now, ni hao, ni... Ni... Me can't reading Hanzi. Ni真可爱. 我想和你见面，希望有一天我们可以见面，爱你呀！我也想见你，肯定会有一天我们会见。Maybe one day I'll get a meet and greet like somewhere in Asia, and you can come see me, and I'll finally be like, Tao Tao, 你每次给我的 super chat 都是中文，谢谢。我没有好多人跟我说中文话，你帮我练一下 ，Thank you. Jellyfish, thanks for the super. Hi, and it's great to hear those sweet stories about the meeting. I'm starting my new semester a few hours later. It's nice to see your stream before entering hell. Take care, enjoy your day. Wish you the best. You got this. Make some friends. You know, do everything that I wouldn't do. Be the change that I couldn't be. Make friends. Do your best. And if you're miserable, leave, because that is also a possibility. Yeah, good luck on your semester, and I think you're gonna do fine. Jaden, thank you for the super. I love you, Enna. Thanks, Jaden. Thank you. Charles, thank you for the super. Hi, Enna. It was nice meeting you last weekend, finally. I'm glad you can find me relatable a little bit since we both work for a Japanese company and have to travel there. Yeah, dude! I hope next time you can, like, play something on the guitar or, like, show me. Thanks for coming to the meet and greet. Your hair is, like, very, like, musician-y of you. Can you guys tell that my brain is actually deteriorating as the stream is going on? I need more sleep. I'm gonna die. I think I'm dying. Also, I think I'm getting sick because like 2 days ago I had this like a slight headache, and I had it all day yesterday. And it's kind of better today, but it's still kind of there. I think I'm gonna get a cold soon. I kind of feel it. Maybe it's because it's not summer anymore. Mota, thanks for the super. Hi, and I was happy to talk with you at meet and greet. I was nervous, so I apologize for my quick Japanese. But it was really great time for me. You're so cute. Oh my gosh! Mota-san! Kite kureta arigato. I was really happy that you came. And it was so crazy that you came all the way from Japan. So I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the Hop concert as well. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Mata aemashou, Mota-san. Did you take any meds? No. I don't take medicine. I'm Chinese. Cassie? Cass? Thank you so much for the super. Thank you for the meet and greet, Enna. I was the Wiwa cosplayer and the handler just left us. Yeah, I remember. Glad it wasn't awkward. Your singing is so beautiful, and yes, you have so much Riz. I'm so happy to see or hear Solar Dawn at Overture and at HopCon. Oh my god, yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to mention. Me and Alira sang Solar Dawn. But it was funny because I was like, yeah, I want to wear the Overture costume because, you know, we sang it at Overture. Motherfucker didn't fucking put on the Overture costume. This girl, like, I was like, she just wore her normal costume. I was like, hello? Obviously, we have to wear the Overture costume. Like, I was like one of the only ones who ever wore the Overture costume. Hello, guys. Oh my god, it's like the hat thing all over again. Like, I have no synergy with these people. It's just like, Solar Dawn. I'm just like, I got a completely different shirt. Like, what? So funny. Yeah, thank you so much. I loved your Wiwa cosplay. It was super cute. I love that we got to spend extra time with each other because of technical difficulties. And thanks for coming to the meet and greet. I hope to see you again. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the Hop concert as well. C-Town, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. The meet and greet experience was amazing. It was so fun hanging out and talking with so many new and familiar faces from this amazingly kind community of ours. Thanks for making my short time 100% worth it. You were so cute, kind, and sweet, even in 240p. Oh my god, no! Love you platonically. Yeah, thank you so much. I was so happy to meet you for the first time. It sounds like you got to meet some other Alu peeps. So, I'm really happy. It's really cool to have someone who's not really, like, too involved in, like, VTubing and stuff like that. It feels like, you know, like, we're dragging someone from another realm or something. So, it's just really cool to see that. And I hope you enjoyed the Hop concert and the whole convention. Maybe next time you can bring some of your normie friends and convert them. That's how it all starts. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope to see you again. Wild Nexus, thanks for the soup. I had fun at the meet and greet. I was one of the Wiwas. Thanking you for being at Alira's birthday. Glad you liked my good poop t-shirt too. Oh my god, yeah! You were wearing that poop t-shirt. I really want to wear it too. Can you tell me where you got it from? I really liked it. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to my meet and greet. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's a little late, but I mean, technically we're almost gonna be in October, so but yeah, thank you for making and being a part of a birthday project for my friends. And they're very happy, and that's all I want. It's a great shirt by Omona. Okay, I'll search that up. We need some Alu poop merch. You're so right! I will ask my Mana-san. I feel like I have to leave my manager for alone. I've been giving her a hard time by accident. I messaged her, I was like, Mana-san, I did this during my Dark Souls stream, and then I trimmed it, and I did this, and my manager's like, okay, well, let me figure this out. I feel like I gotta give her a break. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Sorry, Mana-san. Just like so tired of me. Tiamat, thanks for the soup. Sally can't make it to the meet and greet this year. Running out of PTO because mom is coming to New York to visit me. Haven't seen her for 7 years. What? 7 years? That's a fucking long time. Definitely gonna save me vacation for next year. Save me vacation for you next year. Love you and choo-choo. I hope you have a great time with your mother. That is a long fucking time. And stay safe. And don't worry, I feel like we will see each other eventually. Mighty Spirit, thank you so much for the super. Thanks for another fun meet and greet and letting me gas you up for 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, I feel so loved at meet and greets, you know? It's really boosting my ego. You've got so much Riz. Okay, guys, what's happening? Everybody's telling me I have Riz now. Whoa, should I go to Starbucks today? Improved your hotness again with your solo at Hop concert. I had the Enna Parfait that you thought was Wilson, but don't worry, I forgive you. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, like, for some reason, during your meet and greet, the camera was really, like, bright all of a sudden. Probably because of lighting. So, like, they were gassing me up so hard, like, for 2 minutes. They're like, oh, I love you so much, you're so awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I was just looking at that Parfait, I was like, is that a Wilson Parfait? I don't know why I'm always thinking about Wilson. I think I just love him a lot. But I was like, this motherfucker is gassing me up, but in that fucking thing is a Wilson Parfait. So at the end, I was like, hey man, why do you have a Wilson Parfait? And then, like, she was so offended. She's like, this isn't Wilson, it's you! And then she, like, brings it closer to the camera. I'm like, oh shit. Because, like, you know, we're all blonde and I couldn't see the pigtails. And so I was like, what? It kind of looks more yellow than my hair. Was that Wilson? I was like, sorry guys, I'm obsessed with Wilson. Secretly. Yeah, it was so funny. Thank you for forgiving me. I'm such an abomination. I couldn't believe you brought up Willie out of nowhere. I'm sorry! I couldn't see! I should have believed you that I was your Oshi and now you're gonna Oshi Wilson. And that's okay, I deserve it. Me teasing him was a backfire, I know. It's my fault, it's my karma. I'm like one of those girlfriends who are like, you love someone else, and they have like a picture of their girl on their phone. Sorry guys, I'm just being a woman. Sorry. Sumimasen. T-Reach, thanks for the super. I can't promise that I'll be at the next meet and greet, mainly because I'll buy the ticket and end up in the North Pole, wondering where the con is at. Oh my god, this is the funniest story ever. Thank you so much for telling me. I think, like, if you ever end up at the North Pole by accident, can you just take pictures? Because that'll be so hilarious. Just bring the Enna Parfait everywhere and just be like... You should do, like, a diary. Be like, hey, guys, thought I was going to the Bahamas, but ended up in the Caribbean. That's just my life. You're so chill, man. You're just a chill guy. Never stop. Peach Ducky, thank you for the super. Love you, Bench, and I'm never gonna stop loving you, Bench. Thanks for the fun meet and greet as always. Love Peaches. Oh my god, Peaches. I love like seeing you at my meet and greets because you just have this like, you're always aura farming. I feel like I can't gas you up too much because then you're just gonna get it into your head too much. But you always come in like, you come in as if like you don't want to be in my meet and greets, and it's really funny. You're like, hey, you remember me? Like, you're so intimidating. Like, girl, can you like stop threatening people with your aura max thing? Thank you. So funny. I hope your boyfriend's doing well. I don't know why he didn't purchase the meet and greet ticket. I'm kind of offended. Unless you guys broke up, then I'm not as offended anymore. And yeah, yeah. Anyways, see you next time. Stinny Stein, thank you for the super. I don't know if my message glitched, but thank you for being so sweet and welcoming in my first meet and greet with you. Thank you for listening to my dumb story about Gaga and Papes, and I hope you can see her one day too. Yeah, I think you were the last person at my meet and greet. It was a really nice surprise to hear that you brought my Pape to a Lady Gaga concert. Thank you so much. I can live my dream through you. Do you know how much, guys? Do you know how much a Lady Gaga concert ticket is? It is so fucking expensive. It is like if you're sitting at like the very back, like a very far seat, that's still at least $500. That's fucking crazy. I don't have $500 to spend casually. What? Crazy. Thank you so much. Like, that's literally one of my dreams is to be at a Lady Gaga concert. Thank you. One day. My friend is going to a Gaga concert. Does everybody just have like $500 on them? My goodness. Jellyfish, thanks so much for the super. I also look forward to meeting you at the meet and greet someday in the future. I wish I could bring my mom with me. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. 希望为了未来的某一天可以见面。Love you， 爱你。我也想见你，我也想见你的妈。你的妈，你的妈妈。When I say like 你的妈, it makes me sound like I'm saying it in a really rude way, like I want to see your mom. If you say like mama, it sounds more soft. 你妈。我想要见你的妈妈。And you, of course. Kuroneko, thanks for the super. And then Zatsu is my favorite. I also hope I can meet you in the future. Yeah, I know you guys might feel discouraged from buying meet and greet tickets, but keep trying. There's so many people that I met who are new faces this time. So, yeah. And I know it's really hard because a lot of the Western meet and greets are kind of located in... I think all of them are in California, right? Like Anime Impulse. So, I mean, America's quite big. So I know it's really hard for some people to just like fly to other states and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we can kind of get more opportunities in other countries and other places, and then we'll set up more meet and greets there. Next one's supposed to be in Texas. Yeehaw! I do a meet and greet in Texas, I'll do the southern accent the whole time. Hey everybody, thanks for coming to my meet and greet. Thank you very much. Hata, thanks for the super. Thanks for listening to me play the Melodica. Oh, thank you! Let me know if you have any song requests for a future meet and greet. Let me think. You know what? If I put out my original in time, which I don't think I will, I hope you can make a Melodica version of that. I'll be really happy. Or, can you do Lady Gaga's Abracadabra? That'll make me happy every year. Thank you. If there's ever a Niji concert in Texas, you're gonna sing the sister song, aren't you? That's such a good idea. But also, I'll make it longer because it's too short. You're so right. Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'll extend the song. Can that get approved? I don't know, but I'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure it out. Yuzuchi, thanks for the soup. I'm so happy I got to meet you, Anna. I was the hot mess. AO3 reading Wiwa. Oh my god, yeah, you're the yaoi lover, but very Wiwa coded. This was the first year I got to travel for cons, but thank you for making it a memory I'll always cherish. You were so cute. Thank you for cosplaying Elira. You know, I always love seeing Elira. And you're really, really cute. And the fact that you read AO3 fanfics, I think just makes you even more like Elira. Just to be clear, I don't really know if she reads AO3 fanfics, but you know, I imagine if it was yaoi, she would. There's also this cute girl who like cosplayed like the mushroom outfit. It's really cute. How do you guys make cosplays? I want to cosplay too. I want to be Lord Farquaad from Shrek. I feel like I can pull it off. You know? But how do you make costumes? I don't get it. Cosplay as yourself, nobody would expect that. Ew! I would never do that. That's gross. When I cosplay myself? If I had to cosplay somebody from EN, I would cosplay Scarla. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're like... Yeah, I would. How? What do you mean, how? Just cosplay. That's very ambitious. I don't think her outfit is really that... Like her very first outfit, like her default one. You lack the assets. Hey man! That's what cosplay is all about. Addition and subtraction. I have to subtract though. Yeah, the school uniform is not as hard, I think. Like her other outfits would be so hard, but... Gonna put on like a school uniform, get like a magic cane, grow my hair out, dye it black. Put in some red Sharingan eye contacts. Now I'm Scarla. Oh yeah, I have to talk like this. Or something like that. Chato! Something something. Chat. Look at my... I don't know. Chato. I love Red Bull. I don't know. Or I think I want to try cosplaying, Let me think. Who else is... Ooh, I would want to cosplay Clara. I think it'd be really cute. Ooh, that'd be so fun. Hello, masters and... What's the... Masters and... What's the... What does she call the ladies? Masters and... Mistresses? No. Is it ladies? Masters and ladies? I'm your maid, Clara? Okay, you know what? I give up. I don't know. I don't watch my colleagues enough to like mimic them. I'm a personality person, you know? I need to get to know them more before I cosplay them. Mini Scooter, thanks for the dono. Since your brain cells are rapidly clocking out. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, I said like 4 a.m. yesterday. You might actually think this merch idea is genius. A t-shirt with your mom's boyfriend on top and your face plastered underneath. I think it will sell like hotcakes. I think you're forgetting that I'm a part of a corporate company. But you know, 100% if I could do that, I would. And I will pitch that idea to my manager as soon as she recovers from my previous mistake. Okay, I'll think about it, okay? Caraway, thank you so much for the Akadono! Touching grass today, so I'll be watching the stream later. Thanks again for another meet and greet. I don't make the live streams very often, but the universe gives me enough luck to be able to attend these kind of events. I'm always grateful for it. Thank you so much for coming to the meet and greet, Caraway. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. I hope you enjoyed the con and the Hop concert as well. And I hope I can get to see you again at the next meet and greet. Thank you, and have fun touching grass. The Bomb, thank you so much for the donut. Anna, I'm at convention in England right now. Holy shit, you're at another convention? Sorry if I missed you talking about me. No, I didn't talk about you, bro. I forgot about you, bro. I know I'm handsome. I mean, honestly, this guy really is handsome. He like shows up with like a Hawaiian shirt. It's really hard to, you know, pull off a Hawaiian shirt, and he puts a happy on top of that too. And he looks great. It was great talking again. I hope you remember how to say what I taught you in Spanish. Papi calmate? Papi calmate. Ooh. I can't remember, bro. I can't remember anything. I don't remember what I ate today. What did I just eat? But yeah, thanks for coming to my meet and greet. Have fun and at the England convention. I didn't even know they had conventions in England. And bro, you always look so good, man. Like, seriously. I'm so proud that you're handsome. I'm not even joking. I'm so proud when you guys are like good looking. I feel like that's a representation of myself. I'm not even joking, guys. When you guys show up and you're all like pretty and beautiful and handsome, I'm like, oh my god. Streamer reflects chat. Thank you. Or slay like you. Yeah, I'm actually so proud. Thank you. Thank you for being beautiful. Nobody was ugly. Like 100%. Nobody. I'm not even saying that. Like, I'm saying it objectively. Thank you guys. Thank you for taking care of yourselves and, you know, wearing neat clothes and like actually caring. I don't know if we're the prettiest because I want to be humble. You know, I don't want to say like, oh my god, my fan base is the prettiest. You know, I want to say stuff like that. But I want to like, you know, it's not a competition. But anyway, if it was, we'd win. Oh, you literally had a panel at a UK con in previous years. That's true. I just didn't think that there were so many. But yeah, good job, guys. Good job. Keep it up. Even the older Alloy peeps, like, you guys look good. Like, the older ones, like 40 plus. Like, guys, I thought you guys would... like, you guys are aging like... what's it called? Like, those, like, silver foxes. Like, that's crazy. Fuck. Yes! It's gonna be me! When I'm 40, I'm gonna look like a silver fox too! Woohoo! Foreshadow! I disagree. What do you mean? I feel like I look like a... my dad looks great. So, I feel like I look like him, no? Disco Mooney, thank you so much for the super! Oh my god, girl, I was so happy to see you again at the meet and greet. And, you know, it's so funny because you cried again. I thought you wouldn't cry anymore because we already got that over with the last meet and greet. But, you know, you cried again and almost made me cry. Every time you come in the meet and greets, you know, Disco Mooney is always, like, about to make me cry. And then she starts crying and I'm like, girl, I can't. It was so nice seeing you again and chatting about random things. Forgot to tell you, but I met up with the Alu Peep that organized the Alu Peep meetup at NIJIFest. Ooh, she came for the Hop concert, but next time I'll make sure she meets you. She's shy. Also, thank you for singing a Silk Sonic song. I love hearing you sing R&B. Thank you for Solar Dawn too. Hop concert was so great. Love you platonically. Thank you so much! Yeah, that's so cool that you got to meet the Alu Peep that organized the meetup. I really hope I can meet them one day as well. You know, I'm shy too, but you know, it'd be really cool if two shy introverts could talk for like a minute. So, I hope to meet them one day. Yeah, thank you so much. It was great seeing you again. You always look so cute. Please don't cry. Makes me want to cry, so... I feel like I have a soft spot for you or something. It makes me like... when a girl starts crying, I'm like, don't cry. And it's really funny because when you start crying, you're like, I'm like, oh my god, you start crying the way that I start crying, like, you know, like that sound, like, Or actually kind of remind me of Millie, that's probably why. Millie, when she starts to cry, she's like, I'm like, oh no, no, not this sound again, no. Sorry, I'm a crybaby, it's okay. I love that. I hope you get to listen to more R&B songs in the future. I love R&B. I used to really listen to a lot of it. Not so much anymore. I'm a weeb. But if you guys have any like recommendations of good R&B songs, please let me know. I love R&B. J4D3, thank you for the super. Thank you for the meet and greet. You were so kind. It was nice to finally meet you. I had the handmade Alu Peep shirt. Oh yeah! It was so cute. Thank you so much for showing me. Yeah, I love it when you guys make like your own things. It's like so... like, how do you do it? I just get so baffled every time. I can't make anything. Yeah, crazy. You were so cute. Thank you so much for coming. I love how all the lurkers are coming out this stream. The only time they ever come out is when I talk about them. They're like, I was that person. It's like, guys, stop being so shy. I don't bite. Actually, I do. But you already knew that, so you're mentally prepared. The people who are responding in the chat right now, they're not even lurkers. They're just pretending to be lurkers. They're like, I'm a lurker. You're not a fucking lurker. Your username is on the fucking screen like every fucking second, okay? Shut up. Love being your lurker. Thank you. I know who's a lurker and who's not a lurker, okay? Trust. I know. You guys think that I don't know? I know. Sometimes I even know you before you come into the meet and greets. Like, so many people get shocked. They're like, how do you know me? I'm like, guys, you're in my chat every fucking day. I see you, okay? Jesus. Whoa, which one am I? I don't know, man. I don't know you. Tiamat, thank you so much for the soup again. 真的，你真的好可爱。一个，我们都非常的喜欢你，希望有一天能带妈妈一起来看你。That'd be so cute. I love that. 夸你的中文歌唱的特别好，歌唱的特别好，然后在家还会循环播放你的歌。By the way， 是没有哦，是没有面对面见妈妈7年，但是会一直联系。Okay. So it's not that you haven't seen your mother in 7 years， 但是你7年没去见你妈妈，还是挺长时间。You know, even when I keep in touch with my dad over the phone, like I still visit him like at least once a year or once every 2 years. The only time I haven't visited him for the longest was during, you know, COVID because the borders were closed. 7年太长时间了，你应该回去看你的妈妈 you know， 你的妈妈会担心你 you know, yeah. Also, next time if we ever meet in a meet and greet, please bring your mom. I'd really like that. Why are you talking so funny? It's called Chinese, bitch. Fuck. It's called being bilingual. That's right. Talking so funny. Ni hao, motherfucker. Learn Chinese. Second most used language in the world. What's up? I can barely use it myself, but at least I try. Okay, guys, my brain's frying up so hard. I need to eat something again. Or take a nap. Or both. I thought it was the number one. I don't know. What is the number one most frequently used language in the world? It's English. Yeah. What is the second? Yeah, see, number 2, Mandarin. Number 3, Hindi. Number 4, Spanish. Number 5, French. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, I know how to speak English. And I kind of know how to speak Mandarin. So, there. Conquer the world. Ni hao. My dad's gonna make fun of me. He's like, you can barely speak Chinese, you loser. And I know how to speak Spanish too. Papi calmate. Papa lenjing. Daddy chill. Papa ochite. How do you say it in French? Daddy chill. Papa sidente. So hard to say. What?
Papa se détend.
What?
Papa se détend.
Papa se détend. Papa se détend. Yeah. Next time I see Zally, my bro, I'm gonna go up to him and be like, Papa se détend. How to harass your coworkers. Okay, guys, I want to thank the gifted memberships. My voice is giving in. It already started giving in like 20 minutes. See you, Town. Thank you so much for the 10. Thank you. Caraway, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. Thank you. Kuroneko, thank you for the 1. Soba, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Jellyfish, welcome to memberships. Bitty Cat, thank you for the 5. Or 10, actually. Thank you. Wild Nexus, thank you for joining memberships. Fuyu, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Min Cookie, thanks for joining memberships. May, welcome to memberships as well. Mo Xue, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Tatel, thank you for the 1 gifted as well. Willow, thank you for the 1 gifted. Thank you. Holy shit, guys. Anonymous membership gifter. When did you gift it? I didn't even see this. Thank you so much for the 30. What the fuck? Is this... You know what? I'm just gonna pretend that you're anonymous. Thank you so much for the 30 gifted. That's crazy. Thank you. Aki Yuri, thank you so much for joining memberships. Maxwell, thank you for the 1. Thank you. And if you guys received a gifted membership, please say thank you. Oh, I have more emotes coming. It's gonna be out with the new outfit next week. Okay, next week, new outfit, cover, new membership emotes. There. Woo! Let's go! Will we get back Otsu? Well, you'll have to see. I replaced the Otsu with the horse. The other day my manager was like, why do you have a horse emote? Did you get that approved? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay. I was like, sorry, is that not allowed? And they're like, no, you can keep it. And I was like, I drew it myself, so it's copyright free. I think my manager wants to quit because of me. Oh, so funny. Wait, do you need approval for a horse? No, I don't. She was just asking. GHC, thank you so much for the 50! Thank you! Thank you. 30 months of Enna, I love you so much, Makamiyoshi. I'm sorry as well, I haven't been sending Supa's lady. Money has been very tight, but I want you to know I'm here and I love you so much. Don't worry, you know, it's always optional to donate money. I already feel kind of... I'll never get used to the fact that I sit here and people just throw money at me. It's fucking crazy. I am so privileged. No matter how depressed I am, I will always remember that I am a very privileged, luxurious person. Salty Zero, thanks for the dono. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the Zatsu. Sorry if I didn't, like, talk about every single person. I, like, tried my best to write everything down, but... it was pretty fast-paced and, you know, sometimes I can't quite remember exactly. But I was really happy meeting every single person. It really made my day. I'm really burnt out from, like, everything, but you know, the meet and greets are one of the things that really remind me and motivate me to do things. So yeah, after talking with you guys, I was really happy and I really wanted to do more, but I realized that a lot of people really wanted me to take care of my health first. So I'm gonna focus more energy on healing myself. And, you know, I'll try to balance work-life better. So thanks for sticking around, being patient. Thanks for being a good community where, you know, you guys don't go out of control and be weirdos. I really appreciate it. Let's keep it up. I sound like a very stereotypical, like... Twitch streamers. I'm like, let's keep it up, guys. Yeah, let's keep the momentum. Okay. Okay, guys. We're the best. But yeah, I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all, okay? That's it. I suck at this. Oh, Lord. 4 years, I still can't get these words out. Damn. Stop it, you're like a broken record. I'm broken, man, I'm broken. Sorry. What else? Next time at the meet and greets, if anybody has a sister, can you... I'm just kidding. Okay, guys. Today is Sunday, and I have to say that out loud so that I can remind myself. So, tomorrow is Monday. Dark Souls, okay? This time, we're not gonna accidentally delete the stream. So let's continue Dark Souls. What else? That's all. That's all. That's all I want to do. Dark Souls. I only got brothers. Ew. Let me check my Google schedule. I don't know if I have anything. Oh, wait, is it? No, never mind. Okay, it's on another day. Okay, I was gonna be like Night Rain with Petra. That's another week. Next week, I'm gonna have to play it by ear because I'm gonna be like in a lot of meetings and getting some health results and stuff like that. So I'll just play it by ear. I'll at least do a Dark Souls stream and the new outfit. So that's the guarantee. Yay! Okay, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Eat and sleep if you haven't already. Remember to love yourself and yeah. I don't know why. I don't know how to say goodbye sometimes. I just don't know how to say it properly. Bye. Otsuena, bye. So sleepy. I am so sleepy. I am so sleepy. You have no idea. I'm gonna put in an advertisement, okay? So if you guys don't have like YouTube Premium, I just cut you off right now. Okay? Thank you. Thanks for the 30 cents. I'm gonna put in another one. Wait, does it work if I like put it in constantly? I'm gonna press it like back to back. Does this work? Can anybody see this ad? Can you see it? I did it. I pressed it like 5 times. I think the people who see it probably are not chatting. Shit, what does this ad thing do? Does it like... Wait, so like, do the ads come in when it's VOD archived? Or like, does it come in like live? I'm so confused. I saw an ad. Oh shit, I'll give you another one, here. Why do you guys all have YouTube Premium? That's crazy. I put in literally like 10. Okay, bye guys!